Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to
Yes.
the Breaking Bread podcast with your boy Mac and Mac.
And today we have got a couple of sick guests on. So we have got the one like Premzy. See me with my phone, that's why we're live and uncensored. We've got Premzy
And the one and
from
only.
Premzy TV. Is that right, Premzy?
Yeah.
Premzy TV. Premzy does a lot of the football podcasting and stuff like that. And we've got Manchester's one and own. Fuck that. Maffa
Maffa T in the building.
in the building.
Alright.
AKA
Wagadon.
Maffa, AKA Maffa AKA all the Maffa things, whatever thing that has got Maffa on it, then that's Maffa. Are we doing Maffa?
Wagadon, my brother.
Wagadon,
What's happening,
Wagadon.
man?
What's
Everyone good
good?
though, yeah. And listen, guys, we are live right now, so fire your questions over. We can answer anything you want on air. You want to ask the guests any questions. By the way, Premzy is a Arsenal fan. So if you want to give him a good fucking ripping, then this is the place. This is the place. Hey, yo, this is the place.
Asked about you.
It's Scouse over here, though, innit?
Scouts over
It's
there.
Scouse
man.
over there, that's right.
Scouts, man.
Come on, it's
Scouts,
Liverpool
man.
over here, bro. What you mean?
At least he's got a
Hey,
connection.
you know, it's a whole team's Liverpool.
What
What
do
you
you mean,
mean?
man?
Blue side over
man.
here, you know, G.
Man,
Yeah.
it's a blue side.
Yeah, and we've got City in as well, man. But look. I don't want to talk about football just right now to get vertigo looking down on you.
Yeah.
But
You lot
when we
tell me.
when we come to
What's
I said I
that?
get vertigo and look down on you.
Wow.
You know where we are in the bit.
Vertigo, you know,
Yeah, we've
bro.
got the league. We know we've got the league, but you know it's a minor thing. It's a minor thing. Look, Premzy, I've got some tissues there. If you need to wipe it, just go for it. But yeah, like I say, guys, we have got Premzy on the show, so make sure you lock into his channel, Premzy TV, man. He's got all the football gossip going on there. He does a little bit with the Sky team and other podcasters and all that. So he's got a good platform. Make sure you go and tune in, lock in. Obviously, you know you've got my boy Mac from So Solid Crew. He's just about to release his new singles. I've got 14 seconds to drop an 18, and then we have got Maffa T in the building.
And he's got half a millisecond. Half a millisecond, you get me, to do anything.
Hey, I
Trust
get
me.
a lot done in half a millisecond on me, you know.
No, you won't.
Trust me, bro, I do.
You
But
won't.
anyway,
So you don't need them tissues.
let's move on with.
Sure, you don't need them tissues.
Hey,
brother.
trust me.
Let's move on. Let's yo, allow it. See it. They all gang up on me. You know what I'm saying? They all gang up on
You
me.
want to start firing, innit? You're not meant
Oh,
to.
you want
I'm the co-host. You're
Yo.
not meant to fire at me.
Yo.
Keep it directed that way.
Oh, don't worry, man. I've got guns for these today. I've got guns for these. Don't worry about it. But listen, we're gonna start off. So basically, myself and Mac and Maffateria, we are setting the first ever Garage Nation
Yeah.
in Liverpool in September the 27th.
Yeah, man.
So we're gonna have lots of guests on
In
there.
conjunction
lots of
with
big
Urban
artists.
Nation.
Yeah, in conjunction with Urban
Don't forget
Nation
that.
and Cocoa Blush.
Yeah,
So
man.
yeah,
Yeah,
but we've also got a night coming up in Manchester on the 31st at Soul Lounge.
Yeah.
Maffa, do you want to give the peeps a little insight on what is to come on the 31st?
Boy, what can we say about the 31st event that we've done in 2 years? Obviously, man's been doing this event thing in Manchester since man got it handed over to me by my uncle. But wow, what we in 2025 now?
2025, bro. What
2025
have you been
now,
doing
I'm not sure.
hibernating?
Yeah, we're in now.
Yo, you got to
I'm in
sleep
some-
or do you hibernate, bro?
I'm in some whole nother like universe, but
Trust
yo,
me.
yeah.
Mad thing.
2022, my uncle
Mad thing.
Slim Irie passed away from Megatone Sound.
Yeah, man, I remember Slim
Yeah,
Irie, man.
So Slim Irie, everybody knows him. Man's funeral was like the president had died. You get me? You know what I mean? He's one of the founding sound system members. Megatone Sound. Shout out Father Slim, Chopper, Megatone, Lute, Bevi, Natty, Hippie, General. Them man kind of, along with the other sound systems like Baron Turbocharge and all them man there, kind of paved the way for us youth. Them, you get me?
Mm.
I got in the game about 89 when I was 12. I'm running around with them man there, dealing with pirate radio, blah blah blah. But he passed away in 2022, but he kind of shifted the paradigm for me for a minute. You get me? Because after he passed, because he was like my dad and my big brother and my uncle all rolled in one. You get me?
Mm.
So after he passed, I kind of went on trying to fly the flag for about another year. But then 2023, I did my birthday bash, which is an annual thing, by the way, as everybody knows.
We know that you do the all white parties,
When
don't
did
you?
you do that?
So the all-white parties have been going on now for about a decade. I don't think there's any venues that we haven't done them in Manchester, really. But last one I did was with Rockets from the RPG crew.
I was saying
And that was
nothing.
2023. But I just kind of looked around and went, yo, you know what, brother? The game don't feel the same right now, and I've not grieved. You get me? So, do you know what I mean? I just kind of just took a back seat, focused on the bar that we've got in Didsbury, the Cove, first Caribbean rum bar in Didsbury. That as a promoter, we decided we wanted to own our own bar and own our own
Okay,
thing.
so you own that bar then, yeah?
Yeah, come on, brother, man.
Come
We're
on, that's what we're
entrepreneurs.
Is the
doing.
out
Cove
here,
the one
brother,
I've
man.
been
Come
to
on,
in
man.
it? We had the
Innovation,
little
you get
after
me?
party.
No, that was the other restaurant.
Oh, that's the
that
other
I
one.
had
Yeah,
in Charlton.
yeah,
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 Charlton.
trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
You
It's,
get me?
yeah.
So, yo, you gotta do something with the money, you know, fam.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna
get
get
me?
to
Yeah,
say
man,
you, brother.
obviously, man.
At the end of the day, I just kind of focused on that, and I kind of went, you know what? My heart just were in it, and I needed time to grieve and just process what was going on. So, feeling powerful again now and ready. You get me? As you know, man's got the EP to do with you, and then you know, as far as the Cocoa Blush thing goes, Cocoa Blush has become a bit of an institution in itself in Manchester for a hot minute still. But we started out doing that at BSU about 15 years ago. But this one here,
Sorry, where you from? Where in Manchester you from, Maffa?
I'm originally from Old Trafford,
Okay.
born
OT
and
in
bred.
the Hizzle,
Alright,
man.
say no.
OT
Cornbrook
in the
Grove. Shout
Hizzle.
out to my Cornbrook Grove people, them. You
Yeah.
get me? Ayers Road, Cornbrook Grove.
I know
You
Hizzle
get
very well.
me?
Well,
Garden
what,
Street.
my auntie
You don't
used
know
to,
already.
when we
You
was
get me?
younger,
Alright,
obviously,
that's how
my
I work.
auntie and her friends, they live in Old Trafford.
Okay.
And we used to always roll to a place called Ali's, St. Alphonsus.
Yeah, St. Alphonsus.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on,
Father
man.
Matt,
Right.
man.
Come
Oh,
on, man.
man. What a
So
cold guy, man.
Ali's is somewhere where, to be honest with you, over the years, it's been a bit of an institution for people from Old Trafford. But of late, they do a lot of the funerals and parties and all that over there, and a lot of the wakes and that. So I was over there about 3 weeks ago. Because obviously, as you know, within the Caribbean community, people are just passing away like flies.
Like
So
mad at the moment. I
man's
like mad, you know.
like mad, bro. I've got 2 funerals to go to next week. Just found out another big member of the community passed away as well.
Condolences, man.
So, you know, it's one of them. But yeah, getting back to the Cocoa Blush thing, for us, it's kind of like, yo, you know what? We can only stay on the sidelines for so long, innit? Because really, Johnny at the moment, shout out to all the promoters, shout out to all the DJs, but they know we taught them the game. Do you know what I mean? So
Is that how we're saying it,
yeah,
Maffa?
man, the
Maffa
the
T.
king's back,
Maffa
man.
T.
The king
He's
of the
saying,
city's
he's
back.
saying, oh, y'all know you're taught him the game.
Yeah,
And
man,
you know
they
what his
know.
slogan is?
You know?
Fuck that. That's all I'm saying, man.
They
Well,
know,
listen,
man.
Maffa,
So-
what is happening on the 31st
So
of
31st,
May?
line up. Big up Heartless crew, my brethren them, Bushkin, Fanti. We now have Mighty Mo again, yeah? So Solid family, who I go back years with as well.
Yeah, yeah,
My
trust
man
me.
right here, man like Mark, Kingpins, right here, B-Mac. Who else have we got from the So Solid line? Who have you got from your team as well,
we
brother?
got
Cage
Cage,
there.
we got
Cage,
Face, we
Face.
got DJ PDS.
Jeez, do you know what I mean?
First
So
DJ for So Solid, you get me?
there you go. So, you know, Heartless crew, So Solid crew, Destiny Music Foundation, shout out to Robbie B, myself, you know, legends in this thing. You've also got Top Shellers Alliance, DJ Silver, who comes from Destiny and Megatone Sound, where I come from as well.
All right, say nothing.
You got Saji B as well. He's the main MC in Manchester at the moment on the scene, you know. So shout out to Saji B, my little brethren.
So,
Nah, big up, Saji, man.
so you do music as well, though, innit?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
voice, innit?
Yeah, man, I'm an MC, man, all
Yeah.
day long, man. Do you know what I mean? But Saji B, he's kind of come from a very long line of foundation shit as well, like Baron Turbocharge, Mr. Womble, who taught me how to hold a microphone as well as
Okay.
Saji B. So he's on the lineup as well. His birthday bash was rammed out at the same venue that we're gonna go into. You know, and then who else we got land? We got Tapper Benz from Hustler Get a Heart Sound as well, Unruly Sound. You got DJ Presh, Devil D from
But
PI.
Maffa-
It's a mad long list. I
It's
like
a
it.
lineup. It's a
lineup's
lineup.
big.
But if we keep going through that lineup, we're gonna have to do
That's
another
what I'm
podcast
Yeah,
on
yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
what can we expect though? I mean,
Well,
we've
what
got
you
we've got
got-
UK garage, we've got a bit of house, we've got some drum and bass, we've got
Of course.
dancehall, we've got reggae, we've got
got
R&B,
everything, bro.
we've got everything on that night. So
Yeah.
listen, yeah,
So, Premzy,
Club
will you be
Soul.
coming? Will you be
Course,
coming
mate,
down there,
coming
Premzy?
Premzy.
We're going to see you down
And
there,
he's
yeah?
wearing his Arsenal t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. VIP.
Listen,
We're gonna charge him
so
extra on
guys,
the door.
quickly, I'm just gonna plug it one more time.
Yeah.
That is the 31st of May.
Big
This
dance.
year, Club Soul, Manchester,
Yeah.
Skiddle tickets there now. Go and
Bang,
get them
bang,
live and
bang, bang.
direct. You will catch us on the stage tearing it up
Mhm.
as we do me and Barley Wrestler number 2, yeah? That's what I'm saying. So
Wait,
Premzy,
another
Ball
plug,
Head Rasta
another
number
plug.
one.
Bala, he's one, innit?
So he's two,
Well, I'm two.
right?
No, I'm
No, you're
three.
free.
So
I'm
what-
free.
Face is
I
two.
don't know. I just got. I
Face
got
is two,
given the
brother.
title. I didn't ask for it. It's- it-
Ball
it-
Head Rasta as well.
No, Face started the ball.
Rasta,
Head.
I'm the father.
Face started the ball head Rasta crew up, yeah.
See,
So Face made himself number 2, and
Okay.
Face made Matt number 1.
No,
Yeah,
I
big up
was
Face.
number one before Face.
No, but well, yeah, you was number 1, but then Face.
Cause
And
my father about it, Rasta.
I
is in
mean,
it.
Yeah.
brother, man.
so
You
then
know what?
one day they did, Face is like, "Yo, Face is gonna love this.
Mm.
You'll be back.
Mm.
Check this, yeah.
Mm.
You're a Rasta.
Yeah, man.
So your name now is Ballhead Rasta number 3.
See it there.
You get me? I'm like, okay, cool.
See it there.
So that it's just stuck with me
Yo,
for.
what we did? So, are we drinking here, bro?
What we
that's
drinking?
what
What do you mean, man?
Yeah,
Man,
man.
see it, look,
Man's on
yeah,
the-
yeah, brother.
Listen.
Sorry, you know,
We are
it's
drinking
really
a burn.
Wait, hold on, let's have a shot first.
None about the burn.
Open up.
We're not burn. We just had drink.
I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I need to drink this. As everybody knows, I don't do liquor, but I'm doing this for a very close
shot
family member,
glass,
and I'm
with
going
a
to leave
shot
it there. I don't want to talk
Yo,
about
we
it, but
need a
listen,
one,
you know, I love you,
girl,
brother.
a circle round a par with drinks, we, you know. Get me
Right.
call
and I
Kate.
don't
But
do
you
that
paying
for
for
no
it,
one.
yeah? You pay for it, it's all baby fam. No, it's nothing.
Cheers.
Woo!
Here's to the
Yo,
weekend.
that'll blow the
Yo, I'm
that'll
on
blow the air off a
I
fucking
would
horse's
normally,
What's
but
this?
I'm
balls.
on
What's
a
this?
diet, yo.
Yo, that's the yak, man. That's yak.
Are we on the yak?
That's
Yeah.
yak.
Salud la familia.
That's yak.
London, Manchester connection, you
That's
know, brother.
yak, that's
You don't
yak.
know.
Up.
You get me?
But as we
Up on
keep
me like
moving
mad,
on,
you know?
Premzy,
Mm.
let me know what
Woo.
is a guaning with Premzy TV at the moment. Premzy a podcast.
Do you know what? Obviously, I've had a kid over the last
Congratulations.
16 months.
Big,
Big up,
big.
my brother.
So,
Congratulations.
I've had a
What
kid
did you
over the
have?
last.
More
I've
life,
had a
isn't
boy.
it?
You're the
You know what
boy.
I mean?
Heir
Little
to the
San-
throne.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Say
come on,
no
man.
more,
Soldier,
say
little
no more.
Santino, and he's
Oh.
a good one.
That's a bad name, Santino, yeah?
Like,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
pretty
you know,
cool,
like
isn't it?
You want to be
Godfather,
a
innit?
footballer, innit?
Mad,
100%.
mad, mad.
Yo, project.
My man's naming a youth Santino.
You get me? You know what
he
time
wants
it
to
is.
be a footballer.
You know what time it is.
Do you know what? Shall I tell you where I got the name from? Obviously, since I've been a youth, Godfather's been my favourite
Yeah,
film,
yeah,
innit?
yeah,
yeah.
Obviously, you know about
Ah,
Santino,
come
innit?
on, come on, bro.
Well, you didn't clock
Come
on
on,
straight
man.
away,
Yeah,
did
nah,
you?
man,
You know
man,
that,
man,
so.
As soon
Man
as
was
I
a
get out,
godfather of the
they just
football
pull me
again,
right
innit?
back
But it
in.
runs, it
That's
runs.
what we're saying,
It
bro.
runs.
Uh,
But anyway,
Godfather, man.
with the podcasting situation at the moment, I took a little break from the scene because I needed to obviously focus on my family and stuff like that. But obviously, there was no point me jumping in and out of the season. I have done a few podcasts with other people. Obviously, Big Up Football's 12-man Dan Potts. We started a new show on Thursdays as well, talking about everything Arsenal, etc. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. For people that don't know, I'm born and raised in Moss Side, live just down the road, Claremont Road, but my dad's from London. You get me?
So, yo, talk me
You know it's
to,
not about that,
talk me
innit?
to being an Arsenal fan and you only live around the corner from Main Road.
Do you know what, bro? Like I said,
It's okay, I get
dad's
it.
from London.
Yeah,
Married
yeah.
my mum, moved
Right.
down there, innit? Obviously, they moved to the hood, innit?
right.
And you're from where? You're from where?
From here, just literally down the road.
What's that?
Where's
Claremont
it?
Road,
Let
Moss
the
Side,
people
bro.
know.
Are you on
Okay.
the
You know what
month?
I mean? Yeah,
Alright.
just right
Okay.
from there, literally.
Oh, is that me? You? Right,
Exactly,
I know
bro.
my man anyway.
Yeah, bro.
From
come
long
on,
time.
man.
He knows Maffa T area, bridge.
It's
So
just-
what can we expect coming from the podcast? Who have you got coming on?
Do you know what? I do. First of all, I just want to big up Robbie Lyle because if it wasn't for him,
Big up
obviously,
Robbie Lyle coming from the
because
Breaking Bread band.
AFTV, obviously you said Sky Sports. Obviously one day man will be there soon. You get
No, I
me,
didn't
but-
say Sky
AFTV,
Sports. I didn't say that.
AFTV,
I said
you get me?
AFTV, yeah, but they kind of in conjunction they do a bit with
Nah,
Sky
but big
and
up
whatever.
Robbie, innit? Big up Robbie, because obviously, man like us, yeah, very rarely we get an opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I've said this to you before. This
Yeah,
is why
yeah,
I've
yeah.
appreciated the opportunity you guys have given me as
I'm
well.
glad to get you on there, man.
But-
Trust me.
With Robbie, like he kind of seen me, spotted the talent, took me on board straight away, and like he's obviously it's the biggest Arsenal channel out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're
Robbie's
out there
big,
now.
You know.
And
Yeah,
obviously,
hey up the Gooners, innit? That's all you
he's-
can say, innit?
the network that I've made just being alongside Robbie and AFTV is crazy.
Yeah.
And he's always treated man with love and respect. You know what I mean? And
'Cause
He's
you're
like
always-
a
you're always-
multi-
you're-
he's like a multi-millionaire now, isn't he?
I don't know innit? I don't pocket
Need
watch
some
man.
big
Like,
fee, you know.
Yo, but you're always in London, though, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
you're
obviously,
always
like I
in
said,
London.
since I've had my youth, I've took a little step back just because of obviously past experiences and stuff like that with my older son and stuff.
Yeah.
So it meant a lot for me to just put some time into it. You get me, and just lock off. And luckily, I was financially in a place where I could do that.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Obviously, certain people then might not be able to do that.
Word.
So I could take a little bit of a break. But obviously, as soon as the new season starts, we're back active. We're back running it. You get me?
So how
All
long-
football
So
content
how long you
again.
been up and running?
been up and running for been doing it since about what 2021, I think, 2022, yeah. So
Okay, consistent though.
yeah.
That's
So it's
what
only
That's
over
how it
the
has
last
to
Yeah,
be
and
with,
it's
with
about
these kind of things.
consistency, you get
I've
me?
noticed, but guys, we have to press on a little bit, you know. I'm sorry to be a party pooper. So we know Maffa, we know Premzy, obviously, you know the Max. Question for all of us. So what are people making of this H and Central C thing that happened in Manchester at the concert with Central C? People are saying he come in and domed H live on stage at whatever, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? What you hearing about that? What are your thoughts on it? Like no disrespect, like man coming into other man's city and then obviously literally doming him on a big stage
my
like that.
take on it isn't, again, I ain't got no issues with either one of them. Do you know what I mean?
Same here, man.
It's
Same
not
here.
about
I rate the music that they're doing, you get me?
Yeah.
But I don't really know if man really domed a man like that, you get me?
That's where my thoughts are. 'Cause you
Bro,
know what? Yeah,
Like, look, when you talk about doming a man, bro, like.
brother, that's not.
Bro.
That's not in our time.
let
That's
me-
not
bro.
in our time, fam.
Hold on.
That's not in our time.
You go
Listen.
into London,
Yeah,
stand on the stage,
yeah.
and then start shouting, "Yo, come on,
No,
number
but brother, if it was a place where there was goons gonna be in there, and it was that kind of venue, you understand?
You know
If
what,
we weren't
my-
that type
my
of
take
venue.
on doming
It's
the
only for
money.
security,
Yeah.
and you're not going on with
Fam,
nothing except for
that's
running
what
up
I'm
on
saying,
stage. You
brother.
get me?
with
It's
the
not
kind of
really,
money
really-
that man's got, I'd have bought 600 tickets and put 600 man in there and rush the fucking stage.
Trust me.
That's just my
I would've put the whole
opinion.
thing out.
You know what I mean? But I don't think violence and all that. So I think, these man need to stop fucking chatting shit to each other, man. Get together and make music, make some history, man. You know what I mean? Because we're trying to build bridges, but I wouldn't let no one come and diss me in my own city, man. Not a chance.
sometimes
what's
public
H's real take on it, though?
I don't
Yeah,
know
no,
because
but
we haven't spoke to H. I've not spoke to H for a minute.
You know H.
I know H very well.
I've
I'm
not
not-
seen him. I've not seen him like.
No, but listen,
You know
you've
what
got
I'm saying?
H, you've got to give him his homage, man, because when
Yeah.
Central C went in on him and H did that track
Yeah.
and he went in on Central C, I was like, yo, that is the hardest thing. I don't care what anyone says. It's my opinion. That is the hardest thing H has produced.
Okay.
That he shelled Central C, shelled him, murdered him, murdered him. Now, you've got to understand, I mean, with this back and foot and back and foot and back and foot, it's going to go on, but I just think when you go to another man's back garden,
but-
you should do, even if you got beef with somebody, because it's in the public eye and you've got all the youths at your concert. You just like,
What is it?
yo,
not
yeah,
just
yeah,
good-
I
Is it
heard
not
that-
good
no, I heard
TV?
that because of the public eye thing, but you
Yeah.
know what?
Is it not good
Really and
TV?
truly, it's good TV.
You know what I mean?
That's what we can say is a good TV.
Is that
'cause
so?
we-
yeah, but
they're not meaning-
I'll tell you,
they're
I'll
not
tell you
goons,
fact
they're
now,
not
yeah.
on this
I'll
TV,
tell you
you get
fact,
me?
man.
So-
H ain't a goon. H ain't a
Yeah,
folk.
we know that none of them are
Yeah.
goons, man.
H ain't a folk. I don't know Central C, but
He's
from
not
what
a
I've
goon
heard,
either.
he's not roadman
The
either.
only
they're
thing,
not,
the
man.
only
You know
thing
what I
that's gonna
mean?
happen of this year is both of the publicity.
Gonna
That's
blow
it.
up,
There
yeah.
you go.
Their
That's
sales
it.
is going up.
TV.
That's
So-
it.
I tell you what,
Well
your
done
class,
to them, you get me?
what your class as a
Trust
man,
me.
in my eyes, going and doming a man, is when a man, no security,
Come on, man.
goes on the next man's block,
Come on.
posts his up video and says, I'm here, I'm on your
no,
block,
Meet me now,
no,
innit?
no.
I'm making
no,
a music video,
brother.
where you at?
But sorry to say, that's a joke thing as well. To tell you the truth.
To a point.
Really and truly, because I ain't got on no one's block posting nothing saying no picture. If I'm on your block, you know I'm on your block, innit?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Unless we're all good. If I'm coming on your block like with that intentions, I'm coming on your block with that
Obviously,
intentions.
this
It's
is
not no
different
post
because
pictures.
you're going
That's
off
true
like
as
the
well.
music scene. I'll be honest with you, I'm not big on the music
I'm
scene.
not gonna
innit?
get
Like,
off of the music.
no,
I'm
no,
thinking-
'cause obviously I'm talking about like this
Yeah,
H and
yeah,
thingy and that
yeah.
like videos and that on the block and all that. Like,
Yeah, big up H, man.
if
Big
we-
up
like
Central
I'll be
C.
honest, I don't really listen to many of these. I listen to obviously a lot. of
But
old
knowing
school
me,
music
because
and
of
stuff.
the person I am, I would not go into nobody's back garden anyway and try and disrespect
understand?
them.
No, you
It's
got
a
to
joke.
Even if there was any
I
beef
would-
going
It's a
on.
joke thing.
Yeah. So if somebody come into my
I
back
would.
garden, I
I
bet
was
you
joking.
10 to the
I
dozen,
was
yeah.
joking. No,
I ain't
joking,
letting
not
that go.
joking.
I ain't letting it go.
You said
Simple
joking,
as that.
not
But
What,
like,
what has he done? Come to his concert and start?
no, Central
Mad.
C's got his own concert in Manor, and apparently he's got on the stage and played some of H's tracks. Been like, "Where are you? We're here, stubbing his goons and that. Come meet us, we're in your back garden, are you, dickhead or whatever, you know what I mean?"
Can I
But
just say one thing?
if I
He's a
know
piss take.
Harrison,
But
Taking
it's
the
just
piss.
a fucking.
Nah,
if I
taking
know
the piss.
H will shell him again, and that's what I think H should do. He should shell him again because you know what? If they're gonna do this thing, they might as well get the publicity and get the
Yeah,
money
take
out of
the
it and get
money out.
paid.
Brother, they
Same
might as
thing
well make
that,
a
as
tune
long as no
together.
one gets hurt,
Listen,
who
they might
gives a
as well
fuck?
make a tune together.
Yeah,
And
get
then
on a
boom,
tune and
that's
then
the
yeah,
thing, you get
that's
me?
it, innit?
We
Yeah.
get all the other joke thing, you get me? Car.
But-
All you're doing is fooling like the youths
Look
head.
what Chip and Bugsy done. Eventually
Come on,
they
man.
made a tune with each other.
Yeah, and I know what you're saying, but I will also say as well, I wanted to bring this topic up here. So we're going to talk about Young Spray and Pound Sterling.
Yeah.
the two podcasters, as you know.
You know, have you seen it?
Yeah,
Young
heard
Spray
it?
podcast.
I know
It-
it,
Right
I
now,
haven't
it's
seen
podcast
it.
massive.
right now
To be
they're
honest with
about to
Go
they're
on.
putting up money to fight.
Yeah, to have a fight now.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
What's going on?
100K or
about
something like
100
that.
Yeah, 100 quid to fight.
You know what I mean?
Right, same.
But obviously you've got Spray on there, like, yo, man does things a different way.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what? Spray's for real on that.
Nah,
level.
nah,
that's what I'm
he
saying.
knows
So,
Spray, I don't
that's
know
what I'm
what
saying.
I'm
So,
saying.
I
like,
know
to
that,
me-
brother. You know that, brother. You
Yeah,
get
this is
me?
what I'm saying. But to me, it's a thing like this. On like in the ring, Pound Sterling does all that Muay Thai and all these kind of things. You get me? So he's due to try and grapple man and do all these things with Spray. You get me? And for me, Spray can't like it will fuck him up.
Now, if you have a good
But no,
referee,
wait.
though, you'll be all right.
Pound Sterling will fuck him up in that sense. You get me? But
Okay.
on the road and certain other ways, the fight can go any way in it because
I don't know. I don't.
when
know.
you got the Satan in your hand, fam,
Yeah.
it's a different thing. You get
I
me?
don't know
You
Pound
understand?
Sterling personally. but
I don't know none of the cats. I know Matt knows.
know-
No, but he's a physical youth though. That's what
He's
it
a
is. You get me?
physical youth in the ring and probably can hold himself on road. Of course, if you can hold yourself in the ring, you can hold yourself on road.
Of
But
course.
Spray's a road youth, brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
in that sense, it's a whole. You get me? Man
Yeah,
might want to
yeah,
come
yeah.
and fist, and then man say, it's a whole different
And is it
thing.
going to be kept? You know,
Well,
It's a- it's
I've
two
heard-
different
I've
levels.
heard.
is it going to be?
I've heard
parliamentary
Spray.
procedure?
I've heard Spray saying the first thing I heard.
You know what I mean?
The first thing I heard is Spray said like, "Look, I'll fight you for the 100 grand,
Right.
but I want 6 months training camp." I'm like, 6 months? You would need 8 weeks, bro. That'll get any man in shape. You need.
No, but you know, that's any average man. When you bun weed
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
do
yeah.
Nah, what do you
live the
mean?
lifestyle of
I
Spray.
know big
No,
boxers
but
that
live the
bum weed all
lifestyle
day,
that
bro.
Spray lives, constantly drinking, bunning weed and rare. He needs that training, especially to go up against someone
6
like
months.
no, to go up against someone like Pound Sterling that's in the gym doing Muay
Nah, you
Thais
have
and all
to.
that.
You have to,
You
yeah, you
need
need
that training to go up against that motherfucker.
It depends what type of fight is it. I mean, if you're gonna start cage fighting and all, that's different. But if
What
you
is
go,
it? Is it a boxing or is
I
it
ain't got,
kick-
I ain't got a
MMA?
clue, man.
You know what? Well, I know if it's me personally,
You
and
build
I was
yourself
Spray,
out 6
I'm
months
not
hard
in no
training, man. You ain't
grappling
getting in
and
the
all
fucking
that.
ring with
bare
nobody.
knuckle thing,
Let's
or
do some-
gloves and that.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's my thing, man.
but other than that, don't even add me into that shit. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
even
yeah.
involved.
Calm. Yo, the
Nah,
MMA
I'm-
thing's different. You
I'm
know?
on a
Yo,
different
I ain't
thing.
getting on no MMA fight with
I'm
nobody.
not-
I'll tell you straight now,
On a
man. Not
different
My
thing.
nah,
man,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
that.
But don't forget, you know, with boxing, there's a bit of elegance to it. But
Boxing,
when you get into
see-
MMA,
see-
it's savagery, bro.
yeah.
Alright, should we not think
You know what
about?
I mean, might just hold
can
you
we-
and choke
seeing as
you
it-
out or tie up your elbow.
Wait, let's
so
go
you
to
tap
what's
out.
it called, fam?
Mm.
The Connor and
You
Chris
man.
Eubank Jr.
Oh,
yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm glad you touched on that.
I know,
Let's
yeah,
go,
we
let's
need
touch
to
on
speak
I'm
about
glad
that.
that-
This is
Like,
we've
like,
got to.
real-
We've got
That's the
to.
biggest topic of the
Let-
week.
you know what? I tell you what, right?
There ain't no
I tell
bigger
you-
news than
Nah,
that
check
right
this
now.
though.
Trust me.
Check this. The
Mm.
most hurtful thing I seen on that, yeah.
Go on.
You see, I watched an interview last night. Actually, I watched it with Matt,
Yeah.
and Ben said to Eubank like,
Mm.
"What's pain?" He went, "What's pain?" He said, "My 31-year-old brother
Yeah,
buried
I've
in the
seen that.
desert."
Yeah.
His son asked me, "Where's my dad? Will I ever see him again?" Blah blah. Now, you know
His dad
when I
not
seen that, I
talking
was
to him and
like,
everything there, you
I was
get
like,
me?
you know, he's right because I don't know whether I've been in the ring, so I know what it's like to go in the ring.
Yeah.
When you go in the ring, when you're getting punched, sometimes you don't feel the punches
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the adrenaline's going. You
feel
got,
it after,
yeah.
bro.
You feel it. Oh yeah, you definitely feel it after. But when it's emotional pain, fucking hell, man, you can feel that taking a shit or cutting your toenails. You know what I mean? Emotional pain is
Trust me,
different.
it
So
is
when he said that to him, I kind of relate to what Eubank was saying.
Yeah.
But
Emotional pain season.
and then
Who
obviously
you got?
him and
got
his dad
spice
are not.
in it.
Who've I got
Mm.
personally?
Mm.
Right, Connor is tough. He's got. I mean, literally, I'm not quoting Rocky quotes, but the guy has got the look of a killer in his eyes.
Mm.
But the thing with me and Ben is, I think what's going to let him down is his temper.
That's what I was about to say. He's too angry.
too
He's
angry.
way too angry, fam.
And you know you have to have discipline. You be
Trust
able
me,
to have
way
to stick,
too
move,
angry.
step
But
back, step
If
forward.
we think back to Mike Tyson, that was
Yeah,
his
yeah,
strength.
but
No, but
it was a different era of
it is a-
boxing.
and
Listen,
Mike's-
if you sneeze in the ring now, or you get a little cut on your lip, the fucking fight stopped.
Yeah.
Tyson was fighting when you could. You look at Tyson, but he was biting
Yeah,
ears
you
off.
could buy
Do you know
an
what I
ear off
mean?
in them
You know
days,
what?
It's
you
like
get me?
it's not different. It's not the same as it
Yeah,
was.
but
It's
you know what? To
completely
be
different.
real, I've got Eubank myself.
I've got Eubank. That's who I've got. Yeah,
But
and I wish them both
That's what I'm
I
at as
the
don't
well.
greatest.
You know what? Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I'm gonna go against the grain, and let's break the fight down in it first because obviously it's an interesting fight, and obviously
Yeah.
Well,
I've
mate,
boxed
yeah.
myself as well, like
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
way
yeah.
from 6 to 19. So I've been in the ring. I've had bouts and bouts and bouts, so I know what it is in
Yeah,
it.
of course.
And like if you break down the fight, it obviously is an interesting because obviously Conor Ben's going up 2 weight classes, isn't it? Really. So that's
Yeah.
a big jump. If you know about boxing, it
Yeah,
is a
It's
big
a big
jump.
jump,
it is
but
a big
remember,
jump.
Eubanks has got to drop.
Eubank's got to come down.
He does got a drop, but if you look at Eubank's last 5 fights, he's fought at 160 anyway. So really and truly, that's all right for him. You get me? What he's posted on his Instagram, if you know about boxing, that's how fighters cut anyway.
Yeah, they've got. I know.
They don't just post it like that. So obviously, a lot of it is just.
Bro, it's a lot of you've got dehydrated.
Now,
body
really,
and everything, alkaline and dehydrate out. You know, it's
Eubank, he missed weight today. Yeah, he got what, a £350,000 fine. Yeah, missed by half an ounce in it, 0.05. Really, if he wanted to, he could have burnt that off.
He could have took a shit and burnt that off.
He could have burnt it off, but he probably didn't want to.
I'd have took 2 Senecot and dropped my back out, and I've been on there. What?
I think he did it.
I just don't think he
Nah,
Premzy. I don't
Premzy.
think he took it. Either he miscalculated it.
Listen,
No, wait,
he's
hold on, wait,
he's
hold on.
taking it serious,
Wait,
bro.
do you think at that level of boxing?
I'm not
No, wait, hold on. No, wait, hold on.
So,
Do you
you
think
know
at
when
that
you
level
got
of
so
boxing
much
you
money
can
in that?
miscalculate?
Nah, but you know when you got
can't
so
afford
much
to
money in that,
miscalculate.
like these man and that, they're not asked about paying a £350,000 fine. That's the truth.
That's still,
You get me? When man's
bro.
saying that they'll put £1 million in Encro, yeah, in order to put bets on, and he's a betting man,
Yeah, but
gambling
bro,
man. They're not
at
really
that
bothered
level of
about
boxing,
it.
you
You
can't
get me?
afford
Eddie
to
Hearn's
Well,
not
it's
the best.
happened though,
Eddie
innit,
Hearn
fam?
at his
Innit?
worst,
You
innit?
tell me why it's happened then.
I just think it's just
got an answer.
Exactly.
I
So
say.
we're speculating. I'm giving some answers
I
of
just
why
think he's
he
not
could
made
have
weight.
potentially
He
happened.
thought he was on the
I
right
think-
weight, and he's
I
not.
think it's all scripted.
Nah. Not with
I
it.
honestly
Too
think
much
he's
history there.
miscalculated it. I think he's miscalculated it. I think his scales that he was on probably wasn't right, and I think when he's got there, he's misjudged it for shit, fucking hell.
Hey, do you
I'm
know
a
what?
little
Anyway,
bit off now.
Could be a
You know what I
number.
mean?
Could be a
I want
number
to
of
cut this. I want to
reasons.
try and
Go on.
I want you lot to pick a question out of this store for me.
Hold on a minute, Matt. We still need to clarify. I need to ask you, right? So we've got you going with Eubank,
I'm going with you, man.
Premzy,
I'm gonna go with a surprise Ben win.
Matt.
Eubank still. I said it already.
I'm gonna go with
I've
Ben,
said it
but
already.
like I say, I wish to both of them the best of luck. And listen, why is Eddie? If you look at Eddie and Zed's, he's got no earlobes, man. They're stuck to his head like that. Eddie's got no lobes. Just thought I'd get it out there, Eddie.
Man, like Eddie.
Pick one of these though for me, my brother.
Man, what's going on?
Just pick one of these and read it out.
Okay.
And then follow the instruction if it's
Pass
instructed.
that over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what people have wrote in.
This is a new thing that we're running still, you get me? The local box, you get me?
Just keep shaking it,
The
man.
local boxes. No, so we fill up in there, you know? Trust me.
Right,
If you could swap lives with a cartoon character for the day, who would it be and why?
Right. So that question you read it.
Question
so that's
time, you
out
get
to
me?
you.
I'll say. Oh.
So if you could swap lives with a cartoon character for one day,
Who would it be and where?
who would it be and why?
It has to be Superman, innit?
Yeah.
Cartoon character Superman.
Oh, that's cheating, that though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Fucking hell then,
No,
Johnny
but-
Bravo, fam.
Man,
What
Johnny
else you want?
Johnny Bravo, you know.
Man say
boy.
hairdos and that. Man say hairdos, you get me?
Standard, you get me? Get the gel out.
Yeah, man.
Popeye, I change it.
Popeye's
yeah.
a bad man.
All right,
sorry,
so
bro.
why?
Yeah, trust me.
Why?
I'm just
You
a
know why?
He-Man,
Because of
me.
the spinach and the muscles in it. Growing up,
Yeah,
and
but-
I used to look at him and be inspired, and I used
But
to.
check
know-
Olive out, man. She's not all eyes. You know
Wait,
what I
you
mean?
know who
You gotta
Olive
beat
is?
on Olive every day.
I don't know about you, yo, but I ain't trying to do.
He-Man,
Like, I'm
Nah,
not
do you know
into
what?
all that cartoon porn and all that. Man.
What
That's
is
what
that?
he's on.
Cartoon
What's it,
porn, man.
Avatar and all that.
Yo, this
What?
guy's
I don't
cold. This Premzy's cold, man. He's
Yeah.
cold in the cartoon porn. Right, Maffa, same question to you.
Why-
Cartoon
why I
character.
got some deep
No,
and
no,
meaningful one, though?
don't read that yet. It's the same question as Premzy.
Oh, right,
So,
okay. I'm
If you
looking
could
at
be a
mine.
cartoon character for one day, who and why?
I'd have said He-Man, brother. 'Cause I'm from that area.
He-Man, yeah, nah, He-Man's a
You
sick one.
understand? And
I'd
Batman.
have had Premzy down. See, I'd have had you
He-Man.
down.
Mm.
I'd have had you down as like Aladdin.
You
He's
did.
a bit like Aladdin, lot. And you,
What?
fucking
What? Top Cut?
Penfold,
Oh,
Danger
get
Mouse.
out of here.
Hey, trust me.
Yo,
Hey,
you're
you know,
like
I-
me
I-
though, anyway, the glasses,
bro,
so I
hey,
can say it.
no, but
I
hey,
can
Don't
say it.
stereotypical.
Hey,
You know what he is?
No,
Come
but
on.
Do you know
I've
what he
got
is?
glasses,
Hey.
Penfold.
He's,
hey, but you know what?
he's Tom
But you
getting a
could-
run around by
Hey,
video.
Soon as you said that though,
Mhm.
there is like a little slight resemblance.
No.
So,
no,
so as
no,
you said that.
Disrespectful.
No, I'm not
I bet you
disrespecting.
think you
No,
know.
I'm
Bro,
joking,
I'm
I'm
just-
joking.
I say
Penfold, bro.
you man can bend it
No,
out
I'm
right now.
joking.
Yo, but let me
I'm
ask you
joking,
something.
bro.
Was Danger Mouse's car quite quick?
Danger Mouse.
Yeah. Do you remember Danger Mouse,
Yeah,
innit?
listen, bro.
Right, no, come on.
Hey.
Who would you be? Who would you be, Maffa?
I'm
And
being
why?
serious. I'll be He-Man, bro.
He-Man,
'Cause
why?
I'm from that area. Listen, bro.
All right,
You gotta
why though?
realise, you
Listen,
know.
word.
Let me
He-Man
say
was a
something
big
about the
thing back then.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Let me say
He
something
was
about
a
the
big thing.
cartoons. You see the cartoons nowadays. They're not like the cartoons back in the 80s, bro.
Wait,
The very,
Yeah,
you know, I don't want
yeah,
to
I know.
say what they're doing, but yeah.
Listen,
You
bro,
know,
if you remember when we was growing up, you won't remember this, Premzy. You won't remember this, Matt. So we had cartoons like E-Man,
Yeah.
Thundercats.
Right, Thundercats.
Get on it, yeah,
Captain
Banana
Planet,
Man.
Like Lionel.
Banana Man. Eric.
Banana Man,
Trust me.
Eric.
Super Ted.
See, I would have said you were Banana Man. I would have said you were
Yo,
Eric, brother.
that would. That, do you know what
Big
that was,
man
though?
thing.
That's a banana.
Yo.
Got one back in the locker, innit?
I would have said,
He
I would
got
have
one
thought you
back
was
in the
Banana
locker.
Man, you know.
It's all right. I'm
brother.
shelling for you today, Maffa. I'm shelling for you. No, but you was right. The cartoons was bad, bro.
Yeah, of course, come on.
You know,
bro.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
You know what I mean? You can't fuck
Mighty
with them
Mouse and
cartoons.
all them.
Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse, here I come.
What
about-
Save
what
the
about-
day.
What about Top Cat and all them?
Yeah,
cartoons?
top office.
Speedy Gonzales
Bro,
Yeah,
and-
Speedy
for
Gonzales.
those people that don't
Listen.
know,
Yeah, man.
the program Top
Showing
Cat
our
is a
age now,
cartoon.
people, bro.
We used to remember Officer Dibble.
Yeah,
Officer
Dibble.
Dibble.
So that's where the word dibble come from,
Come
or the
on, man.
po-po, innit? You know, that's how we call it,
Top
dibble.
man.
You know what I mean? But
Top
Top
Cat,
Cat, right,
Danger
Matt?
Mouse.
So if you could be a cartoon character for one day, who would it be, and why?
The silence is killing me.
What's his name again from the what's the wizard's name?
The wizard.
From the Sword and the Stone.
Oh, that's not no old ass cartoon, bro.
That's an old ass cartoon, Sword and the Stone.
You talk about Skeletor.
Man said
No, that's
Skeletor.
E-Man. Yo, Skeletor looking like being on the pipe.
Oh,
bro,
no, I just said Mumra. Mumra.
Anyway,
Nah.
I'm a wizard. That's all I know.
Wizard.
I'm a wizard.
Aight,
innit?
aight.
I can do anything.
Yo,
I wanna
Mumra
do
was a
then,
bad man, don't get it.
Yeah, but
twisted,
what
yo,
program
Mumra
are we
was-
talking about, man? Yo, Rich's Patty, man.
Mumra.
Mm. Yeah, breaking bread, man.
Yeah, breaking bread. You're allowed to eat on this podcast.
Mm.
See.
Not eat. You're allowed to consume.
And you know
whatever.
what? Yeah, whilst we're
Allowed to
at it,
consume.
seeing as we're in the hood, I got to shout out Chicken Run as well.
Yeah,
The
man,
dark
Chicken
place,
Run,
yo.
Cool, all
Big
that
up
place,
Doko,
yo.
man. Big up
You know what I
Doko,
mean?
man. But yo,
Right,
do you
so,
remember,
anyone
remember
wants
I
to
Chicken
need
shout
Run
no,
out,
was
shout
on
but you know,
Eubank?
man, but let's not go
Eubank.
off subject because I need to know who this wizard is, man.
What's his name, man?
Sword and the
Merlin.
Stone.
Merlin. That's it.
Merlin.
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 Okay.
I don't
Big
remember
bad
that cartoon.
Merlin. From the
How-
Sword and the Stone. You get
Was
me?
that a film though, right?
Man make dishes, walk and
Well, that
anything.
can't-
Jump up
Merlin,
and
Merlin,
turn
say
anything to anything.
That
you
What
get
was
me?
that a
King
cartoon,
Arthur.
though?
We're not King Arthur, Merlin.
Was
Yeah,
that a
was King Arthur,
cartoon?
Yeah. Yeah, there was a cartoon.
What is it?
I don't
Sword in the
remember.
Stone.
What when we was growing up like youngsters?
Sword in the Stone.
Okay,
Okay.
so while we're touching on cartoons, then yeah.
All right, well, I got to give mine, yeah?
Go on.
So-
So you're a banana man, brother.
Yo, this
He
guy's
did it
cold,
for
innit?
you.
Set me off with that penfold thing.
Hey.
Go them ones there, bro.
Man set me up with that penfold
He's
thing.
North Manny man coming in
Man's
now.
doing-
He disrespecting the
Hey,
thing,
hey,
yo.
hey, hey, hey,
What's
hey.
going on here?
This man don't give a fuck. He'll go wherever,
Hey,
whenever,
yeah.
and I will let
Have you
people
heard
know.
this? Have you
Hey,
heard
listen,
this?
I will let
Maffa.
people know, man.
He just changed his mind 5 minutes ago from the central seating.
Hey, man, listen, Maffa, what's your one? What you
No,
got
me,
there?
I'm bunker.
Brother, pass.
What you got there, Maffa? What's on your paper, my brother?
Yeah, but if it was me, yeah,
Yeah.
if I could be a cartoon character for one day and why, it would have been.
Respect you.
Do you know who it'd be?
Go on.
The Roadrunner. Me. And the guy that can run rapid.
Rapid. Go on.
I'd
I
be,
thought it would have been
bro.
Woody Woodpecker.
I would be jolting banks,
Yo, yo.
boats,
Woody
safes, you
Woodpecker.
name it, and go to the police. Me, and just getting off, bro. Know what I mean? Going up to a man, just slapping him around his head like, and then just me, gone. No one could catch him.
Okay, while
no
we're on the
problem.
topic, real quick then, yeah, I'm not going to stay on it too long. So, seeing you've touched on best cartoons back in the day, what was your best TV series back in the day?
Oh, bro, I haven't got one. I've got loads.
Right.
I haven't.
Mine, you know what mine was? You know about Airwolf?
Bro,
Airwolf was
let me go
bad.
get the bomber cloud helicopter
Airwolf,
right now.
Hey,
Nah, but you know
bad
mine.
boy program.
Mine would have been
Yeah.
A-Team or
18.
Night Rider. It was a toss up between them two.
A-Team, Knight Rider,
Hey,
Street
sir.
Hawk.
The bike, man. Street Art, man.
Street Hawk was
Yeah.
cold.
Magnum PI though.
Hey,
Magnum PI, Dread.
Magnum was a bad man still,
Hey,
you know.
Magnum was, yo, the private
remember
investigator getting
Yeah,
about
of course,
Ferrari.
come on,
Chips and everything there.
Yeah,
Mad.
man. Yo, bro, them cartoons back in there, man was locked in, you know. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Dukes of Hazzard and everything there.
Yo,
Dukes of Hazzard.
Daisy
boy.
Duke. Bro, do you know how
Bad
many
boy
times
thing.
I beat
Brother,
off over
come
that
on.
program?
What? Hey, what happened?
Yo,
Hey,
Listen, I
It's
can
video,
say that because you know why,
Hey.
yeah?
Man said over Daisy.
I was young and that Daisy Duke.
You
Bro,
see,
I was like this.
over Daisy Duke.
Over Daisy Duke, bro. Well, it wasn't over Uncle Jeffro, was it? I was beating off over Daisy Duke, bro.
Yo,
Well, you want me to lie and say beat off over the bro?
Yo.
Bro,
I didn't really
Murder.
catch what he said at first, you know.
what are you saying? You never beat off?
Murder, cuz.
Right then, you never beat off, Prems.
Yeah.
You beat off.
All the time.
You beat off. Right then, hey, just like God. God is good all the time. Yeah, when the Daisy Duke, I beat off over Daisy Duke and Pamela Anderson on Baywatch. Used to sit there like that, wallop. But that was our porn in the day.
For them.
Mine.
I don't know if our readers and our followers can fucking digest all of that, mate.
What? Bro, it's part of being a teenager. It's part of growing up. You're going to experiment. You're going to beat off. We didn't have titty mags and YouTube and YouPorn or whatever.
Catalogs.
We never had, the K's catalogue, man, knickers and bras.
Section.
Bro, listen. Bro, yeah.
Right, he knows.
I used to get that.
Look at him.
I used to get my mum's catalogue, innit? I used to get my mum's catalogue, go to the knickers and bras and beat it like it all my money from. Do you know what I mean?
What age were you then, brother?
Oh, about 30.
He's got about 20 kids in it, you know what I mean? That's
20
no
kids?
joke.
You got 20 kids, oh, fam, 20 kids. Man, I got no 20 kids.
Yeah, almost.
11.
Yeah, it's not far off.
11 picnic, man. I love them all dearly.
For riches, you get me,
I
man.
mean, that just shows you he was active from young.
Yeah.
What's your saying, man?
Well, gentlemen, I seem to have got a serious question, and this can spark a lot of debates.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we got.
I always try to say, you know,
We
when
got like
man are
7 minutes.
drinking and man are smoking.
My
and
brother, we
drinking,
got
yeah,
7
always
minutes to
leave
get this out,
politics
though.
Okay, well, it says, with tens of thousands queuing to mourn Pope Francis, will his death deepen global faith or expose the church's generational divide?
Can I answer that question first?
Go for it.
It will do. Listen.
Max just went, boy.
Listen. No, I'm going to tell you now because we don't really talk about religion on the show.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
I know the question's coming, but I'm going to tell you what it's going to do for this world, this country, these people, anywhere.
Yeah.
It'll do absolutely fuck off. That's it. End of. Nothing.
Right,
Nothing's going to change.
I ain't saying nothing.
Nothing's going to change. That's it. That's my opinion. Nothing's going to change.
I can't even give an opinion because I don't know about it.
There you go. Nothing's going to change. Right, go on. Let me see what's in there for me, man.
We got off that topic very quickly, didn't we, lads?
Yeah, religion
Moving
and
on.
all that, man.
Moving on.
Don't get me wrong. God is good. Oh, I can't read that. What does that say? That's too. Who said that's nice writing? That. It's all joined up and that. Read that for me, Premzy. What's that say?
Europe wants to kill TikTok to the curb.
Kick it or kill it.
Protecting, kick it, protecting kids, or can't really read what that's
Yeah,
saying.
so basically what they're saying is TikTok, you know, with all the predators, all that shit going on and all that, you know what I mean? Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
They want to fuck it off because there's a lot of naughtiness going on, which I do understand. Social media, if you have children, you have to address this shit because social media can be dangerous for kids.
Social media really and
Europe
truly
wants
is the devil.
Europe wants
Like
to kick
it's caused
TikTok
as from when
to the
I've grown
curb,
up, yeah, when there was no
protecting
social media
kids.
knocking around. People then compared to what they are now, the change is mad.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
The
a whole
change
different
change is mad.
thing. The mindset
Like,
is just different.
It's crazy.
But you know what it is? Even if it's not TikTok, it's everywhere. Really.
It's
No, but
Instagram, it's Facebook, it's whatever it is.
They're admitting different frequencies out there.
Well,
you get me?
there's
Different
always
frequencies.
there's always going to be a wronging, and I really do believe I have children, so I know,
but
and
you
I
know
know
what?
Mac has
Can I just
children.
be real with you?
You've got a new baby. Maffa got kids.
Yeah.
We know it is our duty,
Of course.
whether you are with the baby mum or not. It is your fucking duty, and any man that says it isn't is a pussyhole. Yeah, it is your duty to protect your children,
Standard, bro.
whether they're in the right or the wrong. Even if they're in the wrong, it's your duty to put it right and make it right with the people who they got in the wrong with.
Amen.
Whatever, blah blah blah. So yeah, I do believe. I think there shouldn't be, you know, just put the things in place, man. Create it so hard. It's like, look, these kids can have their own TikTok for kids where mums and dads can tune in, log in, this, that, and it. You know what I mean? And don't let them post anything where they're all dancing in little. You know what I mean? It's
more,
not nice,
it's more
bro.
than that
It's more
because
than
what
that,
it is
bro.
But then the parents as well
down
shouldn't
to
be
what
letting the kids
yeah.
run about with an iPhone 15
There you go.
doing all this on
There you
there
go,
at 12
man.
years of
Yeah,
age,
but
man. You know
That's
what I'm
what
saying?
they've been taught at home.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
do you know
mad,
that
it's nuts,
nowadays
bro.
the average thing for a parent, a mother as well, as soon as they get a child, the child's in the buggy or the cot.
Yeah,
with
TV
an
on and
iPhone,
that, or
Yeah.
iPad and
with
that.
an iPad.
But do you not know about the
They grow
Cocomelon
with it
thing?
now.
To see the Cocomelon, because I used to let my son watch Cocomelon, this like
Yeah,
little
yeah,
program and
yeah.
that, and then I seen something about it, and I started doing a bit of research, and really it's made to just get the kids raw addictive and that. And trust me, like when they don't, my son was
get
coming to me
angry,
giving me
they
the
get
controller,
angry,
and I'm
innit?
thinking, yo, you don't even really watch TV, but the little bits of Cocomelon you watch gets hooked on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, it's all bad because back in the day when we used to watch cartoons and stuff, it used to be very slow.
Yeah,
You get me? Now everything's so fast.
There's a lot of wonderland.
Listen,
You know,
mad.
the research was out there the other day that
that
most children that's come up in that millennium of the laptop and the phone, they can't ever use their fingers to write properly.
Yeah,
Their
it's
bone
that
structure's
they got that
different.
carpal tunnel and all that
it's
in the
weak.
wrist.
They got a
Do
weak bone
you know what I mean?
structure.
I'm not saying it because
He's got a strong wrist structure,
Yo,
isn't it?
my wrist is letting
He
shots off.
started
Man.
young, innit?
But check this, yeah. This is my kids. And do you know what I say when my children at my house? I got that phone down, eat your dinner. They're like, I say, they're like, my kids are not allowed to use social media while they're eating dinner.
Now,
Do you know what I mean? And like I say, I've got obviously, I've got 2 twin daughters who are only 12.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know, it's a no-go zone for any breathing, living person to go near them children. I'm just gonna say how it is as a dad, not as a folk, not as a bad man, not as a father. I am going to fucking end you if you go near my babies. Do you know what I mean? No, it's just what we don't. Every father agrees with me out there. Every mum agrees with me. So it's like, look, at the end of the day, the thing is, we are there to protect them.
Yeah, man.
Do you know what I mean? And we are there to make sure that they are looked after and blah, blah, blah. But I do think parents should limit the time on socials for the kids.
Yeah,
what they're watching, they should. I know there's things in place like you can put like YouTube kids. Yeah, what they're wearing. I mean, kids with skirts up. Come on, bro. Come on, fam. When we was growing up, we didn't see none of that, bro.
Nothing.
The only problem what we've got to fight about, and this is why I say no matter what, you just got to ground them at home properly because as you get rid of one thing, they'll have something else in place. There's always going to be yin and yang. In life, there's always yin and yang. Wherever there's light, there's going to be dark. Wherever there's good, there's going to be evil. When we were kids growing up, the talk was this, keep your kids away from that and this and that. It's about grounding and how you ground. You're pitting them at home.
Yeah. Well, if you look at my older children, you've met my older daughter Kelsey. So Kelsey's a model. We all know that, yeah? So she does a thing. I don't get involved.
Right.
I just know she's safe.
Yeah.
That's all I need to know, because I'm in the industry.
Yeah.
I know who's doing what's what.
But you know the importance is...
But the thing is, when they was growing up, I let them play out, right? So they played out. They did stuff like that.
Yeah.
With my girls now, man's at his window every 2 minutes.
It's a different era.
Do you know what I mean? Man's like, I hear a car, I'm like, yo, you know what I mean? I've even gone out, I've literally gone out onto streets, and you know, when guys are, and I said, drive the car light up again in the street, and I picked a brick up, I said, this is going through your windscreen.
But you just heard what you just said, though.
These kids, man.
You just spoke about your older children and now your younger children. The important thing as a father or a mother is being present. To nurture them. You understand? To give them that teachings.
Yeah.
You understand?
Well, you know what's funny?
Most parents ain't present.
I agree. But you know what's funny? Society is mad right now because the thing is, as much as everything's changed now, and believe me when I say kids now, in a way it's mad because I don't even want to go outside. Like, me getting grounded back in the day was like the world was
worst
over.
thing in the
world was done. I was in my
bedroom.
No K's catalogue.
Right.
No TV, couldn't beat off, crying, wanting to go out, you know what I mean?
And that's where they're freaking out. Whereas it being the worst thing you could say to me is, I weren't allowed out.
That's it.
And if I weren't allowed out, I'm climbing out the window and still trying.
Yeah, but check this, Maffa.
Climbing out every window.
You say your kids now, go out, and they're like, where are we going?
Yeah.
No, go out and play.
And it's like,
I used to be on the road.
What's there to do?
Yeah,
that's the next
one.
one.
What I'm saying is, bro, the thing about society is mashing up the youth is because we grew up in an era where, believe it, it was unsafe for us then when it is now. Yeah. Because now everything's cameraed up. Everything's locationed up. Everything. Yeah, we grew up in an era where, your door was open.
But
you didn't. You know what I mean? I was on the street.
We also grew up in an era where, like, when Matt was on the block, when you was on the block, when Premzy was on the block, when I was on the block, we was 50 strong.
Yeah.
So if there was any pretty kind of guys or any weirdos knocking about, we run them.
Yeah, there was loads.
But this is what I'm saying.
I'm talking about primary school.
In our time, it was a village to raise the children.
Yeah, there you go.
The village raised the children in our times.
So
now that's don't happen.
and that's the problem.
Everyone
like,
don't even want to know what's going on next door.
Do you know what?
The youth
No,
next
honestly,
door, wait, the youth next door is beating up his mum, and the other neighbour don't even want to know. They're closing the window.
Yeah, they just shut the windows.
Yeah,
But get on this, get on this. I'm just realising this now. Do you know, unless it's my other daughters or whatever, or family member or cousins or whatever, my kids have never said to me, can I go and have tea at X, Y, and Z?
Don't happen anymore.
I used to always say to my mum,
I
can I
used to
stay
beg
out
for
at blah,
Can I
blah,
go
blah,
next door
and
to you?
his mum will give me some tea.
I was always at my friend's house.
And you
after
don't
school.
see any of this old stuff
'Cause
anymore,
no
do
one's
you? It's
outside,
like,
bro.
Yeah,
But you got to remember, you know, before the internet, how did we used to get?
Social skills have been taken
Social
away.
skills have been
even
took.
down to the little
Bro.
things like Kirby, Pinch,
Hanging out in the
all of
park
that. They don't even know
together.
it.
you had the
Kirby,
same
like,
phone
come
as
on.
me.
They don't even know it, bro.
Pound up on
My
all these things.
daughters
They
play
don't even
Kirby
know
though.
it. But what I'm
I've
saying
taught
is,
them
even
Kirby.
this generation,
I've
bro.
had her not play Kirby
yeah,
outside
but
the house.
Do you know
don't
what?
they?
Like,
They play
even we
Kirby.
was younger and that tree houses and all that was a
Bro,
thing. And that
Tarzan's,
now,
remember the swings,
you know
innit?
what I mean?
All I
Swim,
want to do was
bro,
climb trees.
me and our Alec
I
had
used
this
to make toys out of
conversation.
anything though. Like I was living in yard in England.
I used to
Toys
make
out
I used
anything.
to make a motorbike. I
Anything,
used to
bro.
make a motorbike by
Right.
sticking a plastic can in the back of my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I make the noise.
Bro, I'll be honest with
Me
you.
and our
That's
kid
what
was
I
me and
mean.
our kid was talking about. We talk about all this shit all the time. Me and
Yeah.
our Alec are saying, yeah, you know what our Alec's like? He's dry as fuck. His sense of humour is just nutter. We've got 2 minutes left, so we're going to wrap the first half up. So his sense of humour is nutter, and he's even saying like, when we was kids, which we did, would be, I know, yeah, would be swimming in Boggart Old Clough Lake or Heaton Park Lake or go to the
Nothing
reses
wrong.
with duck shit and feathers
I'm
all
drinking
over.
water out of the pipe at the
Bro,
side of
I'm
the
telling
wall.
you, go and stand in that lake now, man. You're getting
Everybody using one
this
piece
shot,
of swat.
that injection, black. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? People
Do you
getting the
know-
shits. It's like,
We're gonna have to get you lot on again to carry on this conversation because this is a good conversation. It's a good topic.
See.
yeah, definitely.
Good
We're gonna
discuss.
take
We've got
a couple of minutes break, and then
Yeah.
we'll come back to everyone. So guys, we're gonna log off for the next couple of minutes. Stay tuned. We're not going nowhere. We've got Maffa on the show. We've got Premzy on the show, and when we come back, we're gonna be answering your questions. Yeah.
Remember, it's the place to be. The
Bill of
Breaking
Spliff.
Bread podcast.
Breaking
with
Bread
Mac and Mac.
podcast with
Boom.
Mac and Mac. Premzy, Maffa. See you shortly.
Boom.
Yes, guys, yeah, back with the Breaking Bread podcast with your host Mac and Mac.
Boop, 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 boop.
And as we said, we had Maffa T here on before. Fuck that. Yes, from Cocoa Blush. And we are still joined in the studio by Mr. Premzy himself. And we've got one of our own artists there
Yeah, we
today,
just been joined.
Mr. Jay Yellow.
Come on.
How's it going, Jay?
It's blessed. We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
we're
man,
good.
we're good, brother.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hey,
My G,
quickly,
my G, my G.
quickly though, bro.
Come on, Yeah.
You owe me 43 grand.
43 grand.
43,
What
and if you
for,
don't get
mate?
it, we're going to have to call the boys up from Kneecap.
Oh, mate. You're going to have to call them.
For
innit?
anyone that wants to know, Jay is an Irishman, and he is here in the studio with us today. So, Jay Yellow, what is new, my brother?
I'm blessed, man. I'm happy. It's good. I'm a bit gutted. Just got the news about the Eubank fight. Gutted right
We was
now,
actually
but-
talking about that before. Can I just ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Not to butt in. Right, Eubank Ben, what's your prediction?
I'm rooting for Eubank, innit? I'm personally rooting for
That's what I'm
Eubank.
saying.
I've been a Eubank fan a long time. You know, Eubank Senior, Eubank Junior. I love how he's been throughout the whole press conference. He's handled the media. He's
Even
owned
with the
Eddie
eggs and that,
Hearn,
yeah?
with the eggs was mad. The eggs was mad. But I mean, even just the way his little boy and Eddie Eddie walked off the press conference.
Yeah,
That's
man,
just,
it was
yeah,
funny.
fair
We
play
watched that
to him.
interview, innit? Watched that interview.
Yeah, nah. So, yeah, man, Conor Ben's a good fighter as well, but
Yeah, he's
Hasn't been
he's
tested
he's
as
got
much
the
as
look.
you,
He's
but-
got the looking. He's got the looking. I think production is shouting you there, Matt. He's got the looking. But yeah. Anyway, enough for Eubank and Ben for the minute. Yeah. What are you doing, Yellow?
Me,
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot right now.
Because you was in Ireland last week when I spoke to you. Flew out to Ireland.
Yeah.
And like I say, you're back in the UK now.
Back in Manny.
Right,
Manny.
so we need you back in the studio, ASAP.
Yeah,
man, to
yeah,
finish
yeah,
up
yeah,
tracks
yeah.
off. I sent you
Ready
a
to
track
go.
over the other day, innit? What?
Which one?
The one I just wrote for.
The
Am I allowed to say it?
okay, I was about to say. Do you want me to say?
What did we say again last week? I don't know.
We said on the radio yesterday.
Yeah, no.
Oh, you
I
said
think
it
we need to
already.
I think we need to keep it in the bag though, man.
Yeah, so all I can
Yeah,
say is
need to keep it in the
Dortio. That's it, yeah. Yeah. What did you think of the track? Did you like the actual?
When I rap, when I play.
Come on, brother.
Come
say
on,
that.
come on.
Hey, but you know what? I was listening to your jingle, yeah,
Yeah.
Run that by me, because I swear I heard you call yourself all the different kind of
19
yellows,
different names.
different
Right.
yellows
This
in the
is
world.
J Yellow, aka Yellow Bad
A
Man,
million
Yellow,
yellows,
aka Yellow
Hey,
this, and
This is what
Yellow
understood.
Jaundice, Yellow
Custard.
Fever, Yellow
fever.
Custard. You know what I mean?
Bro, these are just the names the streets have given me.
Run
Run
them
that
by me,
jingle
let me
past
hear
the
them.
people.
I can't even remember. I know I said J Yellow, Jiggy J, Friendly Neighborhood Yellow Man, Yellow Man. I guess it's a plethora of
Now, how
names,
you
innit?
say
Man of many identities.
Crazy Yellow or something, like
Yeah.
some
Crazy
Madman
Yellow.
Yellow or something.
Did I say that?
Or J Yellow the Madman or something.
Hey,
Like,
man,
yo,
it's a J Yellow the
that man's
Madman.
going crazy with it.
Nah, man, I don't know, man.
So what's
People
new with your
name, innit?
music, Jay? What have we got coming up, man? What have we got coming up? Because you know, obviously, me and Matt, we want to get you right under that wing and
And get you out
get you out there
Mhm.
on them
On
big
flight,
bad boy
mate.
stages with
On
us.
flight.
But
man.
what has Jay Yellow been working on recently?
Yeah, man. So I'm releasing a track every 2 weeks this year. That's a challenge I set for myself.
Big,
Seen that on
big.
your
So-
socials.
Yeah, so I'm really locked in on that at the moment. It's not easy because, you know, at the beginning when you're like, yeah, I'm going to release a track every 2 weeks, it sounds like a sick idea. And then
The
every
workload
2
is-
weeks, you're
it's
like,
a lot of workload in it, especially
know
if
what
you're
I
doing a
mean?
visual with it as well.
exactly.
But you're racking up numbers. I've been seeing you. Like,
Yeah,
you're
your numbers
racking
are
up numbers
racking.
Still. You're
Thank
still
God.
racking
Shine.
Your numbers are racking.
Thank God, thank God.
Yeah,
Your
Trying,
numbers
we're
are
doing all
racking,
right.
man.
Yeah, so doing that, and working on a lot of music, working with you guys, obviously, doing some acting.
Some acting,
Did
man.
some
But, hey,
acting.
yeah, hey, what did you two guys? So this is the Prems and Jay.
That's how we
Yeah,
met.
'cause you
What
know
I know, but what did you two guys think about working with the legendary Vass Blackwood, man? From
Aye.
so for those who don't know
big
who
up
Vass
Vass.
Blackwood is,
My brother.
Vass Blackwood is Rocky from Lock Stock
Rory,
with it,
Rory.
Rory, with the afro, and he spits at him, sets him on fire. And he was also in Only Fools and Horses, Mean Machine. He's been in loads of films. Vass, good friend of ours. Love Vass to bits, man. His family, man. But what was it like working with like a legend like Vass Blackwood on set?
You know what? It was good, you know, because obviously growing up watching Lock, Stock and that Mean Machine and stuff, you never ever think that you'd be in a position where you're working with somebody like that as well, innit?
Yeah.
And you're just seeing the levels as well to it. Like obviously, I'm an amateur in the game, innit? Like this is the first thing I'm working.
You can't say that now because you've actually been in front of the camera,
you've
so
been on
you're
set.
not an
Yeah,
amateur
yeah,
now.
yeah.
No, but you know what I mean. Like you can see that he's a top tier actor in it. Like you can just see it, you can feel it, you can sense it when you're around him. You get me? Like you could just feel it.
The levels are
And
big.
he was just a normal guy, innit? Good laugh, funny as well. You get me?
Yeah.
The anti-wig, me and him was having joke.
Yeah,
about
with
the
his anti-wig, man.
Yeah.
But you know what? What I loved
He's
about the
done him
wig
dirty.
was
Yeah,
obviously.
He was killing him though.
So
anti-wig, actually.
Hey,
no,
dog.
me and Vass had a chat. I rang him and I was like, "Yo, Vass, I want you to play Gilla, Yardi, blah blah blah. You run that firm, boom 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 boom. But I want to put dreadlocks on you." And he's like, "No, be man. Every one of my biggest roles, I've got to wig them." So I was like, "It's a no-brainer." When we put him in it, it's kind of like, because it's not a dreadlock like yours, G. It's
Yeah.
like the Cat Williams dreadlock. You
Some-
know,
some-
the soft
Why
hair.
are you trying to
You know,
soften it
micro
up?
mix.
It's an
Some
anti-wig.
cool-
It's a raw anti-wig.
Hey,
Basically,
put
put
the
an
gun
anti-wig
them
on it.
down, Mister. Put the gun them down.
No, but you know what? It helped him with his character, I believe.
Yeah.
Though,
Bro.
still.
Yeah,
He brought his
yeah,
character
He
out,
nailed
man.
it,
You
Vass.
get
He
me?
nailed it
Yeah,
professional.
That's all
Vass
quality,
is
though,
G,
man.
man.
Quality and
He's a sick
Professional. And I think on that day as well, he brought a lot of to you guys because I can't look at Vass. When we were shooting the last series of Cold Up North, we were shooting season 1. So he comes in as a detective, and I can't go into too much of the storyline. And he comes in and he's like, "What then, Mister Fucking Manchester, fucking this," and he does this thing with his mouth where he goes. And bro, I just kept
It cracks
breaking
you up.
character. And then when you lot walk in, and I can't say too much about the scene, but when he's walking on that scene, and it's like boom, and he's like that, he goes, "Oh,"
Yeah,
you know, like that, and he goes,
Yeah.
And I saw
"I
you
know
look
like,
like
exactly
you
what you're
don't know
talking about."
about them Shiloh."
oh, you,
Bro, man, every time I look him dead in the eye, he puts me into laughter. Do you know what I mean? It's not purposely, but it's funny. If you see the bloopers back, I've seen them back, and even I laugh at the bloopers, and I'm usually like, no way to do that. I was actually laughing, man.
Listen, them man there's mad funny. Where was we in the
Pour
van?
me a little brandy as
Where
well.
was we in the van? And he was out there
Oh yeah.
shouting out the window to everyone.
Yeah, that's done. That's done.
Where
I'm just having a
Hey,
little.
Bas,
I know I
shouting
don't
out.
drink alcohol, people.
Wait,
Liquor and Mac don't
we
make
was,
sense.
we was in a predominantly African area.
Yeah.
But he thought, okay, it's black people.
He thought it was Jamaica.
Where was that
Yeah.
going?
He's out the
Lane.
window shouting
Must
out
have got in,
Jamaican.
innit? Like them ways, innit?
They're looking at him like, what the fuck
They
you
don't know
talking
what's
about?
going on.
No, he's hanging out the tour bus.
He's out the tour bus going,
And
hey,
he's
hey,
like,
welcome,
welcome, sister. Welcome, brethren. And all these people are like, but not just one, like a road of him. And as he's popped his head in, he went,
Who is this?
he went, yo,
Degenerate.
I said, yo, people, I said, they're from Africa, like this. He's like, he went, no wonder they were fucking letting on to me. He's out the window talking petrol to him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, man.
Remember how he batted up the police?
Yeah, he batted up five feds, you know.
What were you doing on the tour bus?
Bang your water on that side, 'cause
We
you're gonna
we
get
was
real
on- we was
confused
on-
if you put yours on that
We
side.
was on the way to shoot a scene
Yeah.
at a police station, an active police station. All the feds have come out. Vass has got them all in season 1. He's got them all in the thing.
Trust me.
They're all acting,
He batted them up,
barring
though.
lines, man.
Yeah.
It's like, now you can fuck off. You're fucking everywhere you go. You cause World War III. You're a shit driver. You're a terrible police officer. Like we're like that. Cause me and Matt,
I'm
like
doing
obviously,
that.
you know,
I'm
we
hiding and that,
come from in the day, and we're
I'm
like,
hiding, you get me?
yo, man's
Yeah,
talk, you
you
know what I
can't be
mean? It's like, yeah, but
Gotta start
now
something.
Vass, I love Vass Black, but he's played
Nah,
some
he's a
wicked
quality
characters, and he's one of us. He's like,
Yeah,
he's
quality,
me and
man,
Matt's
trust me.
personal friend.
He's
Like,
real, he's real.
forget the acting and all that. I can ring Vass now, get him on the phone, and be like, a day,
Trust
you
me.
know, he'd be
What,
having a laugh
Mac?
with us. You know what, Mac?
How did you
You know-
become friends, though?
Do you know what? Me and Bass, it happened with a phone call. Literally
Mm.
a phone call. It was like, hey, Bass. He's like, yeah, B Mac, me, I go watch your Instagram, you know. And I'm like, all right, no worries, man, no worries. Nice one, Bass. He's like, yeah, you're doing big things and all them things are going on. I said, well, funny enough, we want you. He's like, I'm in.
Straight just
He
like
said,
that.
send me the script. I
Nothing
sent him
wrong.
the script. And he even said, didn't he? It's like, he knew, like, I wrote it for him.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? And he was like, yeah, I'm in, man. I'm in. And that was it from from the first day him coming on set. You know, obviously, it's not like we're just throwing him in an hotel and like, he's at my house, we're eating food, he's, you know, all this, you know, it's boom, 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 boom. And we just become friends, and now it's a regular thing. We're on the phone with him, and,
Yeah.
you know, and he can't wait to get filming the whole season, you know what I
No,
mean?
for
So-
sure. How
you know-
experienced were you, though, at that point of reaching out to him with production, script writing, all of that? Was it just beginning of Cold Up North, or was this like you already had a bit of a
No, all of the
portfolio?
scenes were the first
Yeah, it
scenes,
was the
innit?
beginning, man.
It was
Oh,
the
right,
first
right,
scenes,
yeah.
man. It's when we were shutting streets down with like loads of police cars, sirens on, and
Yeah.
all the armed police running in and all that. You know what I mean?
Fair play. That's a lot
It
of
was,
trust. then.
yeah, it was like, you know. But like I say, I mean, a professional actor, they read the script, don't they?
Mhm.
And sometimes you can read the script. It's like when you wear a beat, and you feel
You
that
know it's
beat,
for you,
that
innit?
beat, that yeah, you can go two ways. You can go, the beat's hard, or you can go, yeah, the beat's all right, but when you put the vocal on it, and you're like, okay. So
Okay.
sometimes the vocal makes the
You know
beat.
that,
Have
man.
you
Yeah,
found
You know
producing
already.
bougie a lot different to Cold Up North?
Completely, because
completely different.
we're producing,
We're
directing
and
ourselves.
everything.
Obviously with Dale and obviously Russ Walker, but and then you've got like obviously Patrick and he's the editor. You've got
You've got
It's a
Josh
bigger
and
cast now.
We've got
yeah,
Archie on
as
we've
board.
got Archie.
We've got Pepper.
No, Cold Up North was massive. The
Yeah.
cast was huge, bro. The cast on Cold
cast
Up
was
North, 100 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
That's including like your extras and like
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
your mid rolls, your main rolls. 100 plus, man.
Yeah.
Easy come through Cold Up North.
And sometimes in the set
when's
alone,
that
we had
coming
some
out?
30 on them.
Do we have a release date?
That's in the same place as the same place as
The
the other
same
thing,
place, can't talk
and
about
just
that.
let the
We're
big man deal
trying,
with
We're
it.
trying.
Let the big
people,
man
we're
deal with
trying
it.
to
trying to
try
sort it
it,
out,
yeah.
Listen,
Them man
listen.
tried all day to get it out, man.
When
Yo.
you see me, Andy, and Matt with a contract in our hand, and we're raising a glass like that, you
Yo,
just
as
all
long
get
as my
ready.
percent
You all
goes
get
up, I'm all right, dog, you get
You
me?
all get
Where's
ready
the
to be
contracts?
getting back out on them streets of
Blood, just
filming,
make sure
man.
we get our tracksuits and then, you know, we
So I
might be able
told
to
you
talk.
Yeah.
after this one's put down, innit? So after this, yo, there's one
Yeah,
there,
say
so you
that.
can fight it out for
No,
whoever
no,
you
you
want
already-
it.
mate,
Yeah, but
can't fit him.
I'm bigger than him.
Get me.
Wait, make
You
it
asked for a
fancy.
medium as well?
No, and then I said a large because
Alright,
if he's
yeah,
getting
no,
a
but he
medium,
hasn't
not
even
me.
patted me off yet, but so he'll sort it out. But he's left a medium there, so we'll go.
No,
Oh, he
no,
left the
man.
medium there. Yeah.
No,
left the
no,
medium
obviously
there.
I like represent one of my friends' brands.
Oh,
innit?
big him up, man.
And stuff.
Big
Yo,
him
so
up,
La
man.
Familia as well.
Big up La
Big
Familia,
up
man.
Lamps as well. You get
What
me?
you
You can
mean?
go on Instagram, lafamilia.co. and obviously he's doing sick work with tracksuits and like one-off
Yeah.
pieces and stuff like that. And obviously gonna hook
I
the
need a
boys
one-off
up.
My
piece. Man.
exclusive, you
Fair
get
play.
me?
I want
The boys
B-Mac
up,
on
get
my
me?
things in it, or Kingpins. I'll give him the logo.
Yeah,
But check this,
we're
Jay.
gonna get Master Wanker.
No, listen, I don't mind as long as you put the knuckles there so people know it's not
Yeah,
like I'm the
this
wanker.
guy.
That's cool, man. But Jay, so we're bringing you and Holly on the 31st of May to perform Harris track. Yeah, so we're going to bring you on.
Holly.
Yeah, it's a big shout
Yeah,
to Holly,
big up
Holly
shout,
with the hair, Holly with the hat.
Yeah,
Change them,
Holly.
don't you? Yeah. Holly,
H-Money.
Hillary Banks, Holly.
That one.
Yeah, that one. So we're going to get you and Holly down on the 31st because we want you to perform and PA that track
Sick.
live.
Sick,
So that's
sick.
we've just been talking with Maffa over that and Premzy.
Mm.
That's what was it? Club Soul, Manchester, 31st of May.
Yeah, send the
Yeah,
diary.
so
Appreciate
we're gonna
it,
get
man.
you down
Come
there
on.
to perform that.
Mm.
So yeah, what else is going on with you two guys? And so what do you think's hot right now? What do you think is like your main focus? What's your main focus now? And that question goes to the pair of you.
My main focus, honestly, it's gonna sound very boring, but I've been doing a lot of business and getting into the entrepreneurial. You see what I'm saying?
You're doing.
I'm not.
No, yo,
Jay, it's
Jay,
positive, bro.
Jay,
It's good.
You're
It's
doing
good.
properties though, innit?
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
good.
I'm
That's
saying.
good.
Properties
That's good.
too.
Yeah,
Everyone
man,
needs
come
a home,
on.
bro.
Trust me.
So you're doing
Bro,
good things,
yeah,
bro.
man.
we're trying. Holly and I actually are both doing it. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's a grind. It's a heavy grind. Balancing that with the music, with the acting.
Mm.
It's a lot, but I love it because they said that I don't mind the devil's playground.
Trust
So
me.
I like
Work
being
rate,
busy.
though,
I
innit?
like keeping my mind ticking over. So
And just
keeps
for
on
the
being
people at home as well. So you're like Irish
Irish.
and
Right. So this is where it gets complicated. So I'm Nigerian, Jamaican, grew up in Ireland, but I do actually have Irish roots from my grandma's side. So, but yeah, it depends. I grew up in Ireland my whole life, pretty much. So I'm Irish that way. But
Yeah.
technically, I'm also Irish by blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
yes, man.
Come
what
on,
I
that's
like
it.
to-
That's what we have in common.
We're gonna turn Premzy into a paddy as well with us lot in it. You know what I mean?
Straight up,
Yeah,
straight up.
We're gonna give you a character. You're gonna be the first
Yeah.
Irish Indian man on TV. You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
hello there, they call me Premzy Potato.
Come here,
You know what I
get
mean?
your potato there.
Nah,
lad.
we're gonna have you on there, man. We're gonna have you on there. But listen, man, what do you think's going on this week in the news? What have you been seeing that is
man.
like caught your
In
attention?
production, is there coke out there?
I've been sucked in by
Oh, the
this.
chest burning now. The chest burning now.
Or is it the brandy?
Look
Them
at the big
shades
cup.
off,
I'm not
lad.
trying to do no
Bro.
big cup like that.
Nah, this man went on ham last week, yeah. They polish a bottle of Ray Nephew off. I go in his bedroom in the morning, I was like, yo, Matt, what you saying? He's like, yo, man don't feel good, you know.
Brother, I had a headache.
Like I had a headache. I went, bro,
had a
do
headache.
you not know what hangover is? A litre of Ray Nephews, all these guys polished off. He's like,
Bro,
Dangerous.
That's
man
crazy.
got hangover.
Dangerous.
Man got headache. I said, that's called hangover.
That's
You know,
You just
crazy.
done
Yo.
hair of the dog, yo.
Yeah.
You'd have been all right.
Yeah, I know, but
What's hair of the dog?
Have another drink.
Like I was
Oh,
air of the
man.
dog, man. You're supposed to drink the next day, it makes you
them man
feel
want me
better.
to go out and eat
Oh,
food.
for
I'm
real?
like,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
nothing about my bed right now, isn't me?
But like I say, so what would you say is hot this week right now? What's being talked about? What would you say is on?
Eubank Ben, bro. That's all I've been.
Wait, can I ask you
That's all I've
something?
been on.
You see how he was handling Eddie, yeah?
Yeah.
If you was Eddie, would you have paid the money?
Nah.
You say you're not paying the money.
Yeah, but
Nah,
bro,
you said it though.
yeah, but check it.
No,
Eddie
but
said
you're-
it.
Yeah,
That's
Eddie
tough.
said it. You
Eddie,
said it though.
listen, how are you supposed to trust him as your promoter?
Trust
Yeah.
me.
If he's
if
the
he's
one
not
making
trying
the
to-
bet.
But
And
this-
then you can't follow through with it.
listen. If somebody says to me, right, I'm saying, look, listen, I give you my word, Jay Yellow, put him on a show, boom, 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 he'll do what he's. And they're like to me, are you sure? You put a oneer on it. So there's the oneer. Because if
Yeah.
I'm not confident in you delivering,
yeah.
the fucking hell am I managing,
You understand?
promoting?
What do you think
looking-
about him getting sanctioned though? Like saying he'll get fined if he bets.
Yeah, but he just
Yeah, but
offered
he
to pay
said,
for it,
I'll
though.
pay the
He
100
did offer
grand
to
for
pay
you.
it. He did
So
offer
come
to
on.
pay it.
Eddie is, man. That's what Eddie is. His dad was a good man.
Yeah.
Eddie has his moments.
You know what? As much as we can slag him off, bro. He's
I
good
ain't
at what-
slagging him off. I'm just giving an
saying
opinion.
He's good at what
He's
he
a
does,
beast,
though,
Of
innit?
course.
Obviously,
whether we like him
that's
or
why.
not,
That's
he's
why
a
it's
The track
like.
record speaks for him.
he
innit?
does it.
The track record
And like
speaks,
even
He's a
what
beast.
he done on
Yeah.
stage, trying to bring on Eubank's brother-in-law in Frank Smith as well.
Mm.
Like that's him trying to think about playing mind games as well. But Eubank just dealt with it same way anyway. But he thought, right, if anything, you could just disrespect one of your own.
Eubank's
Then, innit?
brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Frank Smith, the guy that came up, this is
Mm,
Eubank's brother-in-law.
That was on the last press conference one.
Yeah,
Oh, I
So
didn't know that.
That's his brother-in-law. Yeah. He's
But
married
check,
to his
but
sister.
but check this out, Jay. So obviously we've been asking. So this is a topic that we've been talking about. Yeah. So we're gonna have to ask you two guys this because all the guys, the girls are going against us on it. So we need more guys on our side because this Jenna Sugar. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, she's trying to get all the girls on her side, with the ting ting.
With the ting ting.
So
hey, do you know
we know you got girlfriends and that, but we don't want to know your personal life. We just want to know your preference. J Yellow, do you eat pussy?
Prems?
Nah, J Yellow, man.
Are you trying to listen?
J Yellow.
J Yellow is African,
Yeah.
You can't ask enough African boys.
Do you eat
on
pussy?
live camera?
My mom will watch this podcast.
Yeah, his mom will watch it.
All right.
Asking these things on live camera.
Don't
J
be
Yellow
asking me
things.
these.
These type of things, no. Look, you hear the whisper.
Yo, man, this guy, man, this guy. Man. Right? Do you think it's unfair if a woman is giving man brain, but the man ain't plating the
definitely
girl?
not unfair.
Come on, touch me down there, friends. Why is it not unfair? Even though you're banging up the mics,
Nah,
man?
definitely not unfair. Definitely not unfair.
Yeah.
Definitely
Why?
not.
Why is it not unfair, man?
Because obviously, man's man, innit?
You say it's
obviously,
unfair.
I might
Now
sound like
he's saying it's
might
unfair.
sound like Andrew Tate and that, man. I'm telling you now, but this
No,
is
I mean,
this
some
is
people
what
just don't
it
do
is,
it.
innit?
What's
I said
unfair?
if I
Hold on,
sound
wait,
like
I never
Andrew
get that.
Like obviously, like it's women, period, innit? Some man don't want that.
Come on,
Women
fam.
do
This is
all
what I'm
sorts of
saying,
stuff,
this is what I'm
innit?
trying to
Women
say,
might
man.
have fucking smelly flange and
Listen,
that, you
that's
get
what
me?
I'm saying.
You don't know
I'm
what's going
serious,
on.
though.
Man's a smelly flange,
You know
though.
what I mean?
A
Like,
flange. Yo, like, yo, when in the studio say, yo, Dean, put a bit of smelly flange on that guitar.
do you know what I mean? So really, you can't be doing them things, innit?
But listen, I can't say nothing about Jay because Jay was just like,
You know what I mean?
all I'm saying to you, Jay, is with that Listerine, man. That's all I'm saying to you, bro. I'm saying, yo, get that Cordyceps, Listerine. Can't get that any there, man.
Dental hygiene. Dental hygiene is very
That's not
important
dental
nowadays.
hygiene, man.
Dental hygiene. is very
That's
important.
oral hygiene, all around oral hygiene.
It's all important.
Yeah, no,
Gums
so
and that.
obviously we had Jenny on, we had this little debate, so we was just obviously, getting a man's point of view on it. But like I say, it is what it is. Some men eat banana, some don't. Some gal give brains, some gal don't, I don't think it's selfish because we can do other things as well to the girls.
Men are selfish, you full stop. I don't give a shit what anyone says, 100%. Like, that's just what it is.
No, I mean, but if you're giving them good brain, you know what I mean? If you're putting the work in.
That's the trick.
But that's when you
that's
want
the
it,
trick. You
don't
said
it?
it. Spud me. You know why? Yeah. The trick is, you got the girl.
You got me on a branding
You put
now.
the good work in.
Mine missing
Dog. You beat it up. Put her to sleep. We don't need to have to worry about the other part.
Yeah.
You get me?
That's what I'm saying,
You
man.
understand? That's the trick.
Right, you
Beat
be
it
watching
up,
too, but
drop her sleep. You don't have to
Yo,
worry
I
about the
swear
next
to
thing,
God,
get
you know me. If I wasn't a singer-songwriter, producer, whatever the fuck you want to call me, actor, whatever, yeah, I would say I could have done Sooty and Sweep, on Teller, with the hand puppets, because these fingers, man, have done magic shit. I should have just wore Sooty and Sweep like that. Do you know what I mean? I could have done all the hand gestures. Because that's yeah, you with me? So even though I don't use that, I got good hands, you get me? So it's like,
Basically, what you're trying to say is you can
Sign
play the
language.
guitar.
I can play the guitar, yeah. I can strum
I
a
have
string.
seen him play a guitar, in fairness, in the studio sometimes. Yeah.
No, we're not talking about, we're talking about strumming the guitar.
Nah, he's talking about guitar, mom. It's alright.
Sorry, Mrs. Yellow. Mrs. Yellow, this is live and this is live and uncensored, Mrs. Yellow. We're just grown men having a grown-up conversation, man. Sorry, Mrs. Premzy.
Everyone's watching this.
Mrs. Premzy.
Do you know what? You see, on this podcast, it is what it is, I'm sorry. I'm apologizing to mumsies and every mum's out there, but you're going to get it raw and
It's
direct here.
live
You get
and
me?
uncensored.
But you know what, though? Lads.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to really pressure you and let you know this,
Yeah.
On this podcast, you see the table right there with all the drink on it? It's like a must you drink when you come on our podcast.
Oh, I don't drink, though.
He doesn't drink.
No, but
I don't drink, but I've had 2 brandies.
yeah, but
Look,
I
like,
don't
he
drink
wants
for.
And I've told
He wants to cry.
I've told everyone on YouTube
Like,
that
our
I used to
producer just
beat
came
off.
to the door and said,
I used to beat off to
Round the
Baywatch
drinks.
and
Is that what he
Dukes
was
of
saying?
Hazzard.
Yeah, he was
Guys,
just saying,
enemy
round
of
of
progress.
drinks.
Look
Yeah.
at him. I thought he was talking to you, you
Put us
know.
on some water, mate, or something. But
Yeah,
we
you got to
gotta
drink
bless
some
the
water.
glass.
You got to drink something, man.
We got to bless
Oh,
the
do you
place.
You got to drink something.
Orange juice burst.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
get
some
that.
orange juice there, man.
Yeah.
But like I say, so he's looking forward to getting back in production or what?
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
what?
bro.
First of all, I just want to say thank you to you guys as well, because
100%.
really and truly, without you, man, giving man the opportunity to get on, is something new that I wouldn't have probably ever explored.
No, but you know
And-
what? We say the same thing to everyone that comes on, and obviously we thank yous as well, because
Trust me.
yous are helping us make Bougie what it is. Because obviously,
Yeah,
because we're
100%.
using real people who have
Yeah.
experienced half the shit that's going on in that program.
But that's what makes it easier.
That's what I'm saying. It
No,
gives
but
you
you know
that.
the beautiful thing is, you see everyone that we've been using, yeah?
Mhm.
Look, we never know you lot before, right?
Mm.
But look at everybody has got like some unique talent underneath them,
Yeah.
behind them.
But,
You get
but
me?
forget Bougie.
Forget bougie.
It's like what you do, like you with the
What you do.
podcasting,
What you
JLO
do.
as an artist, Holly as an artist, this is Jenna,
So
she's an
it's a crazy
hairdresser.
team.
Fee, she can do hairdressing and she's very good with business and stuff like that.
It is a
Do you know what I
crazy
mean?
team.
Dennis, she does all that mad yoga stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, she, you know,
True,
so
true,
every
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
all,
Do you
everyone's
know what
got.
though? And the good thing is the chemistry is good so far. Like since we've been on set, everyone's got on well. It's been very easy flowing,
Yeah.
and it hasn't been
Mhm.
hardly
Hasn't been
any
forced,
awkward
innit? It's all
moments.
been-
So to be fair, as a new experience for me, it's been something where now I'm looking at it where I could potentially want to do more work in it,
Yeah,
or I
yeah.
could explore other fields once
There's
this is over and
listen,
stuff like that.
guys, there's definitely work for you and boozies. Don't even worry about that.
Trust
No,
me.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about like just stepping into the acting industry.
No,
like,
man,
I didn't ever
listen,
think that
you
I would
stepped
do
in it
something
already.
Do
like
you know
that.
what?
You know what I
You
mean?
know
You
now.
need to
Bougie.
put your fingers in the pies, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You won't know until you test the water. Oh,
Yeah.
you dip your toe in. That's what you got to do, is dip your toe in. If it's for you, you'll know. Don't mean if it's too hot, you'll pull your toe out. If it's too cold,
You
you
know
know
what
what I
it
mean?
is with, especially with, like you said, is with the characters that we're playing, with it being very familiar, it's not really much of a problem. You know what I mean? Like it makes it a lot more easier. Like you can even improvise in
Yeah, of
certain
course,
situations
of course,
because it's
because
a
you
lot more natural and it's more authentic
It's
on set.
familiarised
So
to
like
you,
when
innit?
you're doing film and stuff like this is why it's sick the way you have casted it, because like obviously a lot of the man in there I know as well. You know what I mean? And a lot of them have a background, and
Yeah.
it's just one of them. It makes it more authentic, where these people have been in certain situations, had these life experiences, and now doing good things with themselves and with their lives, they can use what they've learned in the
It's
past.
relatable. That's
and
why.
just,
We
know,
kept
Okay,
it- we kept
okay.
it so
So,
relatable,
what
innit?
are you saying?
so-
You've been
so-
kidnapping kids
so-
before,
so-
in the
so
past
can-
life.
can
Hey,
we-
I didn't kidnap no one. That was
Hold on,
you,
hold on.
blood. That was you.
Can we move on to another subject here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I know Premzy wants to talk about this on another podcast, but we'll just have a couple of minutes on it. Yeah. So about this thing about this aliens up space, you know, aliens,
Aliens, yeah,
UFOs, all that kind of shit. What we're
Mad
saying,
people
man.
with them.
Do you believe in aliens?
1000%.
100%, 1,000,000%.
You
Yeah.
got to be so small-minded to think, yeah, in this massive galaxy, millions and millions
That
of
way, the only thing
miles.
Only life form.
yeah,
the
we're
only
the
life
only
Yeah,
life
yeah.
form.
Obviously.
No, wait, I'm backing. We are aliens.
Well, of course we are.
You know
'Cause
what I mean?
if there's another
You
race
never
out
see
there,
the
we're
podcast
aliens.
last
So
week?
then
I said I'm an alien last week.
Yeah.
how we control the planet and all that is nuts. And you never know what happened if you believe in like lost civilizations and stuff like that.
Yeah,
You
of
listen
course.
to
Come on,
like
bro, there's
Graham
lots of-
Hancock and
we
stuff
know
like
there's
that.
lots of
Yeah, yeah.
civilizations in it.
Obviously, people will think that maybe humans got off the planet before it got erupted, and then they might have just sent humans down. Obviously, it's all theory and opinions or
Okay.
whatever, because we don't know in it.
So
But
what
there's
would you
definitely
do?
something else out
What would
there.
you do? I want to aim this question at all three years. What would you do if you're bouncing down the parkway one night in your car? This big beam of light come over, man, and like it's aliens just there on your car. Start sucking you up into the spaceship, you know what I mean? I want to put things in your booty hole and that. Start probing
Right,
you and that. Would you go along with it?
No, I'm not saying
man,
you go
Joe.
along with it.
Go along with
Hey,
what?
This
go
guy,
along- what's wrong
you've
with
had
that?
too
Go
many
They're gonna
aliens.
probe you, man. They're gonna probe you. They're gonna probe you. They're gonna get the big ET thing on. They're going because everyone says, don't they? When they say they got kidnapped by aliens, they always say they
Yeah,
probe
yeah,
me.
but-
What? So are all these aliens gay?
Wait, this is.
That's what I
No,
want to know.
maybe
Are
that's
they
where
gay?
the chip goes. You don't know.
Wait, who said they've been kidnapped by aliens?
Brother,
When you
that's
see
what
all
they
these
say.
documentaries, you
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
That's
I
what they
was
say, though. That's
abducted,"
what
and
they
they
say.
probe me. And it's like, "What do you mean they probed you?" They either say they put a microchip in my arm or something like that, or they
Yeah,
put
underneath
some
there.
out the bum. It's like, what? So you're telling me every alien that keeps coming down is gay?
That's wild. What?
They must have threw down the LGBTQ.
That's what I'm saying. I got nothing with gay. Hey, listen, anyone that's gay out there, man, good on you, man. You do your thing, but I'm saying there's got to be one straight alien, man. Because from what I'm hearing, there's not one straight one, bro. Where's the alien that's going to come down with some big Pamela Anderson titties?
Thing is like,
do you know what I mean? And say, yo, Matt.
Call him man's name.
Yeah. Like, be Matt, get to the spaceship. You know what I mean?
Even check it, putting all the joking aside, though, if you actually deep it and look at Area 51, that was built where, like, not so far away from where the spaceship meant to have obviously.
Well, that was in Roswell.
crashed.
Was it Roswell?
Yeah.
Roswell.
And it wasn't too far away. That's why Area 51 got built. And if you look at Bob Lazar, when he come out, he started talking about the madness, and they fully shut him off. People, obviously,
people have been deaded off. I know. Yeah. I watched all these UFO files. I love all that stuff. And when you see him, like, he mysteriously died, and all these 4 people who outed, they all mysteriously died of something. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but everyone's like, it's like, because everyone goes, oh, conspiracy theory. But you've got to understand, behind every lie, there's always an essence of truth.
Where there's smoke,
do you know what I mean? If I said to you now, you get that guy, and it's like, yo, fam, I've only just hit a few quid on the lottery, innit? You know what I mean? He's in the pub and all that, over a few quid on the lottery. He's won 500 quid on a scratch card, but he's making it out like he's won the millions, you know what I mean? There's always a bit of truth to a lie. He has hit the lotto, but he's only won 500 quid. Every lie starts with an element of truth. Big believer in it. Do you know what I mean? You like me, growing up with girls and that, I'd say, yeah, I've been at my mates all night, you know what I mean? I just dig myself a deeper fucking hole. I was at my mates, but I just didn't forget to mention there was 2 or 3 gal there with us. Do you know what I mean? So I'd always dig a deeper hole, dig a deeper hole, dig a deeper hole, dig a deeper hole, do you know what I mean? No, I don't mean like that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm giving you an example. There's always a truth element to every lie. And I really do believe, if anybody on this planet thinks we're the only living creatures in this billions of light years away solar system, that we're the only living thing, whether it's a reptile, a bee, a fly up there, whatever it is.
Yeah, let me ask you something. Then, considering we're on the topic, do you believe the moon landing was correct? Do you believe that man got on the moon?
I'm a question. No,
Listen. What, the flag's not
no
fucking.
never been on no
the flag's flapping with no gravity.
No one ain't been.
He gets one jet. I'm the first man. Who's fucking filming him?
Yeah.
What, did he have our crew up there like that? You know what I mean? With the pictures, fucking. You know what I mean? Who's filming him, bro? Exactly. What did you send the camera crew down
first?
Did
you not see when the clip was going around on Instagram?
Yeah, with
the Bible and that.
Yeah. Put your hand on the Bible and swear. Yeah.
My man didn't do it.
Listen. Even people that was involved in that shit said they never landed on the moon. Do you know what I mean? Said, no, it was all fake and that. And then what happened to all them people? Mysteriously disappeared.
I do believe that they can. I do believe they can put the machines on there. Like, see what they've done in Mars. Like with the machine, I believe they can do that. But I don't believe they can put them. Like, I don't think any human and that's gone up there. No.
I don't think that American thing.
That's,
my personal opinion is I don't believe that. When you look at the videos, there's too much conspiracy around it. When you look at the videos, the clues are, when you go up on the moon, the flag will not fucking flap, bro.
So
it will not flap.
I don't think you
even the footwear, even the astronauts, the first moon, the print on the moon, and then when they looked at the astronauts,
it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same print, was it? Yeah,
it
wasn't the same print.
On the moon, you get me?
Listen. At the end of the day, it's just another way the government try to keep everybody brainwashed and say, look, this is what happened, blah blah blah, and make a shit ton of money out of it.
But why do you think they would? Why do you think they would lie about it? I'm not saying that they didn't lie about it, but why do you think they would lie about it?
Because you know what, bro?
Motive.
Us as a society, I mean, the GP, us as a society, what them up there do in the suits and the governments and that, they dumb every fucker down, and they do it. They don't hide the fact they're dumbing you down. They do it. They do it in your face, man. Every time you go on social media, they bring AI out. Or, write a poem on that. Right, but it's dumbing you down. Use your own intellect. Get a pen and paper. Go and write your own fucking poem. Do you know what I mean? It's dumbing you down every time you use something that somebody look. What is it, Mark Zuckerberg? He invented Facebook. Why did the government own it now? You know what I mean? It's like
no, but the whole
big.
They're all corrupt. They're all
bro.
We're basically we're modern day slaves. You know that, innit? Like we're modern day slaves.
Yeah, of course,
that's what we are basically. Like they've got us trapped in a system.
Well, we haven't got no freedom of speech
even
no more.
Even the schooling system. everything's changed
said
over
even,
100 years, bro.
especially the
The
schooling
schooling
system.
system's not even changed over the last 100 years. They still have assemblies, they still have manning, school classes. Everything's exactly the same. It's because it keeps you programmed, and that's what it is. Even down to paying tax and all that.
No, even
It's
down
to
to the
keep
English
everybody
tongue, the
programmed.
English
You get
tongue
me?
we
Like you can't have a restriction on restriction on you at all times. Cameraed up to death, bro. You get me? You can't
this
even
is the
fucking
piss take,
fart
though.
without
This is
getting
the piss
seen.
take, yeah.
It's a mad thing.
So, you know, when you've got money, and I mean, you've got dough, you've got peas in it. They're bringing all this laws in now. You can't carry no more than £200 on you. If you got £3,000, your gaff, we're gonna confiscate it and all that. Who the fuck are they to tell you that? You know what I mean? You have to hide the money in the boxes you have to prove. You know, all that. It's like, yo, they're just taking everybody's rights away.
Going into man's bank accounts and all that.
Yeah,
now
that's what I'm saying. But that's why they want to be able to do that.
You get me? They're on a mad
But you know what, right? All they're gonna do, yeah. See, with all this conquer and divide and separate the lower class from the middle class, from the working class, from this class, from that. All they're gonna do, yeah, is just create. They're the cause of most of the hate. Do you know what I mean?
But they need war. They need war in order for money to get made. It's like all this stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't. But why would they want their own nation to go to war? Do you know what I mean? Why would they want so like you're Indian, used to are black and white. Look at us, we're all sat in the room like
but
family,
they want
bro.
the war against us.
Yeah. So no, Andy's telling us he wants to hear more about the aliens. So anyway, as we were saying, we're not allowed to talk about this, even though it is live and uncensored. But Andy wants to know if there is any gay aliens.
Hey, this is how they start censorship. This is how it starts. The production team talk about aliens.
This is what happens when half of the man in the room.
No way to talk about the
That's what I'm saying.
Half of the man in this room on Friday got ADHD.
I think what we should. Do you know what I think we should do though? We'll definitely do a podcast and get used to back on, and we will do a show literally on aliens. You know what I mean? We'll pre-record the show. But like I say, yeah, I do believe in aliens. I believe in some kind of life form out there. Like whether it's an insect, like I say, they say they found running water on Mars, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Well, if you've got these probes up there, you found running water. Why don't you take a sample, bring it back down? You know what I mean? And test. You're full of shit, bro. Do you know what I mean?
But do you know what? There's so much things on Earth, in planet Earth, that we see and we know of in history that can't be explained.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
There's no physical or logical explanation from man. You understand? So who did it?
No, exactly that.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the hieroglyphs.
Even though we're on the talks of
bro,
the aliens,
in the tombs, they had the spaceships and the pictures of aliens and all sorts, didn't you know what I mean? And that was like, how many thousands of years ago was the pyramids? Like, what was that? Was it
time ago? Anyways.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. You're talking thousands of years.
But this is what I'm saying. Even like the lost civilization, they're saying that it could even be the pyramids were built before the Egyptians even got there. You know what I mean? And they've just homed them and used them. Because this is what like that Graham Hancock's been talking about, people shooting it down. Because if he is right, archaeologists then of all their work
proved them all wrong worldwide.
And obviously there's a place called Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, and that's like a place where some of the stones are being dated back like well before civilization and that.
Yeah, you know there's pyramids in Sudan that are older than the ones in Egypt.
Yeah, yeah.
No one talks about that.
Nah, there is.
I just want to give the Sudanese people a shout out.
It's like obviously in India as well. Obviously, I'm a Sikh, but Hinduism, like they believe in a lot of stuff, and there's a temple, a Hindu temple, somewhere in India, and it's carved out of a mountain, and it's like meant to be the hardest like rock in the world, and it's being carved from top bottom in one piece. Like man can't even do that. And this was thousands and
where
thousands
did I see that?
of years ago.
I think it was on that Idiot Abroad. And no, seriously, you know, Ricky Gervais, Carl Pilkington. And he goes to a place, it's like Jordan, and then he goes somewhere else from Jordan. And it's like a little mad thing, you know, like where they've carved it out into the rocks. And it's one of the wonders of the seven wonders of the world.
Mad.
Bro, man, it's like.
Is that the same thing as you're talking about?
No, but I know what he's talking about.
How did they get that laser line straight? And how did they, shave it to a smooth, flat surface like without the tools we haven't got today?
Even man with tools that man have got today can't do something.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
what if their tools were more advanced though, and we're just
arrogant
enough to think that our tool, we're actually the advanced civilization. What if they were the advanced civilization?
This is what I'm saying now. The lost of civilization. This is it. This is what I'm saying. The lost civilization. Lost civilization means like how we're in a civilization now. One before us that was gone now, and they were well more advanced than us because there's certain shit.
Who's the lost civilization? Them or us?
Oh, he flipped on his head.
Serious,
That
who
was
is
it.
that?
That's the writer
Flipped
in
on
you.
his head.
That's the weed in his system. That's the weed be talking. The weed be saying,
this society
assist
is
Mac,
lost,
assist
bro.
Mac.
This society is
flipped on
lost,
his
bro.
head.
But nah, aliens, for me, I do believe in aliens, you get me? I do believe. I think
Listen, we're
there's
not the
gotta be
only
something
thing.
there.
Like the solar system, we man alone, we can build 10. We can put 50 billion into building as many rockets and space stations. Do you know how long that'd take? You'd have to put a rocket up to the first space station, build one there, build one, bro. That's life, and that's our children's lifetimes. Their children, bro. There's something out there.
100%.
No,
There's something out there.
Do you know the worst thing is? There's got to be something out there because we can't all have the same thought and know the same knowledge that and think there's something out there if there ain't nothing out
Yeah,
there.
here's one then.
Do you understand?
Just believe in ghosts.
If you understand,
I
that.
do, yeah.
I do as well.
I do.
Well,
'Cause I believe I'm a big
I don't wanna
believer
get
in
into
no
that story.
no
No,
I'm a
you
big
got
believer.
A duppy on your left
I
shoulder.
don't
What
want
are
to
you
get into
talking
that
about?
No,
story.
check
You
it.
get me?
I believe in energy,
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
not
and your
getting into
body
that.
is built up of energy. Your body is built up of energy. So when your body is built up of energy, that energy has to go somewhere, whether it forms an apparition or whatever it is. You know what I mean? Your body, the energy has to leave your body and it has to go somewhere. So if that's what they say is your spirit, your soul, I don't know. The energy from your body has to go somewhere. It doesn't die with you. It moves on. So I do believe energy leaves your body when you die, like in physical form. You can't see it, but it leaves your body. I'm a big believer in that. Now, if you say do I
Like
believe,
Ghost, the
if you
film
say
a
if
bit.
you, if you say
Yeah, like, so
if you're
it's
saying
your-
do I
it's your
believe
aura,
in
innit? The
a
aura
white
will leave
sheet
you.
going around the house going boo, I don't know about that, but let me tell you a little story, and this is fucking gospel. This I swear to God on my babies. My mum used to she used to work at a shop in town called Birthdays, you know, the card shop.
Yeah.
I'm going back. I was
Yeah, I remember
12 or
exactly
something like
what
that.
it
You know
was.
what I
It
mean?
was like a card factory thing.
Yeah, yeah. So she'd be at work. She'd say, right, I'll leave the key. So when we come over from school, we can let ourselves in. Boom, boom, boom. So you know, when I was growing up, Matt was growing up, it was a little bit different to the kids today. We'd come home, get ready for school, and we'd be out.
Yeah.
Mums would come looking for us to get us in. So I remember my mum had a rule: no shoes on in the house. You couldn't have your shoes on. So front door, shoes off. I remember taking the shoes off, and I remember leaving them at the bottom of the stairs. I run upstairs, took my school uniform off, and I heard bang, bang, bang on the door. I come down the stairs, and I go, now, bearing in mind my brothers and sisters, none of them are home. There's me in the house on my own. I didn't hear no bangs, no noises, no nothing like that. I opened the door, it's my mates. I remember it dead well. Kenny Rogerson, Leon Matthews. Are you coming out, B? I said, yeah, 2 minutes, let me get my shoes. I turned around, look for my shoes. They're not there. Bro, I never told no one for years because I slept with my light on since.
Petrified.
Yeah. My shoes was on the stairs. Not like that. Hanging off the stairs, you know, so they should have fell in hindsight like that.
Yeah.
And I went,
Like someone's feet's in them.
no, but I picked them up and it was like, I didn't put my shoes there. Bro, explain to me how my shoes are. Bro, I run out that fucking house, man. Jogged out. I thought my trainers was
Did you
on.
move up?
Trust me.
I would have moved. 12 or no 12.
In Jamaica, they say, if you see Duppy, don't tell no one. So me nah telling her nothing. You hear that?
So if you see a ghost, you don't say nothing.
Yeah.
But I would love to think that there is ghosts because, I mean, recently my mum passed a few years back. So if I know if my mum can get back to come and say to me, look, I'm okay, it's all right over there, she'd do it. You know what I mean? She'd find a way to get back and let me know. So I've always said, because I'm a believer in the energy stuff, I'd love, one of my relatives to come back and say, you know what, we're good, man. It's okay there. But
I believe your loved ones do watch over you, and I believe
you
when
got-
your time to go,
But
I
having
believe they
interaction
come
with
for
them.
you.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm a living testimony. Yeah, the amount of things I've been through where I thought I'm never gonna make it through it, and I come through the other side
Same here,
nicely. I forwarded.
Trust me,
Why
man.
for the come? I forwarded nice through the other side, and I'm still here today.
Amen.
But we've been in some naughty predicaments, you know what I mean?
Real
I mean,
naughty, you get
life
me?
and death
You understand?
situations.
Yeah.
Bro. And
Fair.
Trust me.
To be fair though, like most of us man
We
that have
come
been
through
on
it.
the road, from the road, bro,
You know.
you know what it is,
already,
innit?
come on,
Like,
you know
that's
what time it
that's
is, man.
exactly what it is, and that's why we've connected like this as
But
well, because
if
You
there is
know,
any
bro,
ghosts out there, right,
you
and
already
they're
know.
watching this, please feel free to get to Premzy's, Jay's, mine, and Matt. and give us some verification, man. And
Don't
that way,
verify me,
we'll
I'm
even
good.
bring him on a podcast and you can talk to the people and let them know.
And make sure you follow and subscribe.
Yeah,
Aye.
like,
Breaking
share,
Bread.
and
Yeah,
subscribe
make
to
sure
the
you
Breaking
subscribe
Bread
to the
podcast,
channel,
man.
innit?
Because
when I was
even
young,
though we've been a
fam.
little bit more serious and a bit off key today, it's subjects we just want to tackle, get out of the way,
Yeah.
put it out there, and then we can do the shows
Not
on
every-
specific.
not
Here's a
every
plot
show can
twist,
be
though,
funny, you
yeah.
get me?
Here's a plot twist. What if, yeah, those ghosts that you think are your loved ones interacting with you are actually demons from the spiritual world impersonating your loved ones to attack you spiritually?
Yeah, go fucking call it exorcist, brother.
Mm.
It's straight out of the church, like, yo, get your cross, your holy war, that steamy thing, get up here. It said spinning on my bed. It's telling me it's blah, blah, blah. We need to
What-
find out.
What
Put
if
it to the
it's too,
test.
what if
All
it's
of
too
that.
late?
But have you heard about the theory that demons, like the heaven and earth, is inside you, and the demons and the angels are inside you at the same time? Even though we have fallen angels that's walking this
I
street.
rebuke it. The
Fallen
demon is
angels
inside
are
me.
supposed to be the naughty ones.
Hey,
You
yeah,
understand?
the
You heard that
Nephilim.
theory though?
Mm.
You ain't heard it. So
Nah,
a lot
but
of
I
people
mean-
that take mushrooms and that, they go into that realm. You understand what
What,
I'm
like
saying?
magic
Let me just,
mushrooms
just,
or-
Yeah,
let
and
me
they go
just,
into that
yo,
realm.
let me just answer J Yellow's question. So J Yellow's question was, what would you do if you did see a ghost or an apparition or whatever? It was posing as one of
Imitating
your loved
family
ones,
member.
Mm-hmm.
bro. How many people you know pose as your friend on earth? Do you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Amen.
Both
Eh?
of them got it.
Amen.
We
How
gotta
many
come with some
people
poetic-
pose as your friend on
some
earth?
poetic
Amen.
something.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
There you go, bro.
Okay.
So it's like swings and roundabouts, mate. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Look, I'm not bothered. Look, if there's ghosts, there's ghosts. If there's not, there's not. You know what I mean? It's not going to affect me, you, or Matt, or Premzy. It's not going to stop us doing
Do you know what
music.
it is?
not
It's
gonna-
just good to get people like opinions from
yeah,
people
definitely,
like us,
definitely.
because you don't really hear or even see on podcasts man from the hood really talking
Talking
about
about
stuff
No,
like
because
this.
everything's got to
You
be
get
like,
me?
For real.
yeah, man.
You know what
Man
I
said
mean?
this, man said
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? Everyone getting all rare
And
in.
it's,
Talk about
it's,
Passover
it's,
style,
Yeah,
it's,
you know
it's
what I
good to
mean?
hear what people's point of view is.
1,000,000%.
Yeah,
You get
man,
me?
we
And
gotta
see what
talk
it's
about
like.
your past experiences. 'Cause I'm curious, because your countenance is very like, you have a very calm, collected demeanor. It's hard for me to imagine you otherwise.
Yeah,
Nah,
but
see,
you know what
I know people who know Prems. And they told me, like, obviously, when we first met Prems, he was working in New York, in a gay village, as a pole stripper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That. So is that a bit of a
And
good
you're
life,
saying,
man?
yeah.
360.
And he's saying, yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
man, yeah,
That's what I've done,
It
yeah.
was
That
cold,
me.
man.
Okay,
That was
yeah.
him, yeah. He used to swing around the pole.
That's mad.
They used to call him Aladdin.
Was
with
that the
his
boy
big
you used to
ponytail.
frequent
Yeah,
as well?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, man.
Oh,
crazy.
he give me
Why?
the most
Why?
money.
Most tips, innit? That's crazy.
Yo, Prems,
crazy.
man. Coming back, no. But your past life, though, Prems, what was it like, mate? Not past life, but I mean, back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to
Obviously,
go into too much
yeah,
detail. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
obviously,
it.
don't incriminate yourself.
Just feel
but-
comfortable.
Obviously, you
in
gotta
it,
understand. Growing up in my side, like it's not as easy as growing up in other areas because the area is deprived. So like most people that you're rubbing shoulders with, and likewise with myself, like we weren't no rich people and that. You get me? Like you're rubbing shoulders with people that are like you in it. You get me? So like when you're deprived and that, and you need stuff and that, and you want trainers and you want all that, if you're not getting it from home and that, you're gonna go out and get it some way, and you're around everyone that's got the same mindset as you. You know what I mean? So it leads you into doing bad
certain
things
things, yeah,
in life
definitely.
and stuff like that. In it, do you know what I mean? But
yeah, but
as
you've
you
also
grow-
got to take into consideration, man. Deprived areas like where we're from, there was always a community spirit.
yeah, but it doesn't
You know,
mean
the-
it doesn't mean we got no morals and values.
Yeah,
'cause
we-
people
we-
from
that's
where
what I'm
we're
saying,
from,
yeah.
we got the most morals and
Yeah,
values and
that's what
loyalty. and
we
I
appreciate
can't,
shit
I can't
more.
say now because I believe the times have
Yeah,
changed.
times have
And I
definitely changed,
believe
bro.
like
I'll give you
I'm
that.
actually from the era of the last of the dying breed of where like loyalty was everything. Like to
Yeah.
me, loyalty is key.
That
Without
is-
loyalty,
without
you got
loyalty,
nothing.
you got
get
nothing,
me?
fam.
That's the
Trust me,
truth, bro.
nothing.
You get me? And like people always say to you, a liar's worse than a thief.
Trust
You
me.
get me? And it's true. And
And what do I
Don't-
say? What do I say to everyone that I'm going into business with? And I say, I ask you this
Naughty
question.
thing, man, it's a naughty thing.
Yeah, I ask you this question.
You said if
I
you
say,
don't masturbate, I
do you
can't business
masturbate?
with you. Is that?
yeah,
Right? Do you
you've
masturbate?
asked me this about 6
Oh,
times.
You
man,
now.
masturbate, right? No, for the cameras, yeah. Any man that says to you, "Nah, I don't do that," then
Ah.
why the fuck do you want to go into business with a liar?
Yeah.
You're gonna invest money, time, effort.
Some
This
of
guy's
us-
talking, he don't beat off.
Trust
Some
me.
of us
Bollocks,
are,
bro.
some of
Trust
us
me.
are trying
Bollocks.
to heal and overcome our,
Yeah.
our shortcomings.
But you know what? With
circumventions.
with age grows experience as well. You know what I mean? And so, like even with me, I've been blessed because I've got two older sisters and an older brother, and we're a very very tight knitted family. Like literally, if one of us have got a problem, all of us have got a problem. Like it's real
That's
tight.
how it
So
should
you're the
be.
youngest.
Yeah, I'm the youngest, so I've been guided as well by these. So like growing up, I've had the benefit of being guided by my older sisters and my brother as well. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, my mum, like, we come from a fighting family. My mum was a fighter. My granddad was a military officer. My mum's dad was a professional wrestler down here. He
What kind of
fought.
fighter was your mum?
Well,
She
your
done
mum was a
kickboxing.
wrestler?
Nah, she done
Kickboxing,
kickboxing. Her
yeah.
dad was a
Kickboxing?
You know what?
Yeah, I bet your
Did you
mum give
train
you
as
some
well?
fucking
Yeah, I was a
beatings when you
boxer,
was out of
yeah.
water.
Yeah,
innit?
word.
Yeah.
How,
So this,
your mum
like,
was-
how seriously did you do it?
I was from 6 to
Yeah.
19. Yeah.
Oh, you were one of them that was training since 6.
Yeah.
Aye, Lomachenko and them man there.
But
That's
obviously,
you.
it's one of them, innit? Like,
Tank.
obviously, I've had really
Jay,
bad
quickly
shoulder
before we
injury.
wrap up,
Yeah.
bit about your background growing up. What was it like? Because you grew up in Ireland.
So I grew up in Nigeria, then I moved to England, then I moved back to Nigeria, then I moved to Ireland. So I've had a full.
You're just a traveller on an
Hey,
island.
wait, no,
Yeah,
you left
man,
that out in the
for
radio
real.
interview the other day.
Yeah.
You know, you left out the Nigerian and all that. You left that
Yeah,
out.
you
Did
left
I?
all that
No,
out.
no,
yeah.
I wear that on my chest, bro. I'm proud of that. That's not something that. It's something that people have to shut me up about, to be
Loud
honest.
man, you.
But
I'm
what was your
serious.
all right? Let's
Yeah,
say
interview
what was
on the
your
radio,
life?
I
What
didn't
was
know
your
that.
life
You
like
didn't bring
growing
it
up
up.
in Ireland on road, on street?
In Ireland.
Yeah, on street. Yeah.
See, I'm from a place called Blanchardstown.
It's not a
Huge-
big place either, as well, Blanche.
It's
Is
the
it?
West Dublin. It's one of those places you get every sort of experience there. You can have a day where you're just doing normal stuff, and then you have a day where you're meeting up 100 people on one side, 100 people on another side with bats and bottles. It just depends. You know, it's that kind of area, but it's a great place to raise your kids. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
But-
kids. Before you go out, all get your bats. Tomek, grab your bottle.
No, because I
You know?
believe genuinely, your kids, kids need to get some grit in them. You know, need to experience different things in life. Otherwise,
You
you
mean
have
they have to step out the comfort zone?
step out
innit?
your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You know, understand that the world is a scary place. Like, yeah, you can have a
That's what's
cool
missing for
experience
these
where you
kids
play
today, man.
football with your friends and this and
They're all
that,
cushion.
and then the same experience. And before your match
Man.
finishes, you're getting chased by the travelers. You get me? You can go either way.
You fucking
So did you
behave,
not
mate.
have any part?
Hey.
Did you have any racism in that?
100%.
Of course, there's
bro.
racism in Ireland, bro. I can tell you that.
When I moved to Blanche, I moved in the middle of a race war. Those people that are in Blanche,
We
that
were speaking about
Blanche
this
my
the other day, me and you,
generation,
weren't we?
Yeah.
they know we were in the race war. Like, it was the black people and the white people, and the white people were all from this particular part of Blanche, and it was like a war zone. You couldn't go there. If you go there, it's crazy. Then they start encroaching on our territory as well, just on a menace thing. So then the black people stopped having it. And funny enough, when the black people stopped having it, everything kind of cooled down a little bit.
So what are you
I
doing,
remember-
blaming the black people?
No. I'm saying the black people rose up.
It's the way you said it.
Trust me.
The
it's
black people
because-
stopped having it,
Bro,
like they
as in
started
they
it.
stopped
and-
having it, as in.
They
Imagine
started
you were
rebelling.
getting bullied.
Started rebelling.
Rebelling.
They started rebelling. They
Rebelling, that's
stopped
the one.
because
Okay,
the
It's
white.
always the
the
white
battle.
man bullying everyone else.
Whoa, I'm the only white man on the show.
They
I'm
go
just
everywhere and do
sticking
it,
up with
right?
a black man.
No,
Listen, you
because-
said that you didn't
everywhere.
give everyone
You see, 'cause-
for
Hey, but sorry, boys, we're gonna have to.
Well, listen, yeah,
Hold
like
on,
Matt says, we are gonna have to
time.
cut this because obviously we've had a nice little live tonight, and it's been a little bit different.
Yeah, it's very
Usually
different.
we're just screaming, joking. We are getting you back because we are gonna send you in.
1,000,000%.
That's what me and Mac do. We are gonna come rain down on you with joke after
So
joke
you
after
better,
joke.
you better be able to.
You better
take
be
it.
on your
Have your leather
game,
skin
bring
on
your
that day,
A
you get me?
game, thick skin,
Thick skin.
thick skin.
Nah, you
But-
told you make
I
sure
had my
you've got
thick
your
skin on
thick skin
today.
back
Listen,
on
man's
you.
got
Yeah,
the
but
skin.
check this
That's
out,
what
though.
it
Check this out, though, Premz.
Smart,
We are
man.
going to do that podcast. I'm going to get you two back in one day in the next. Give it a few weeks, and we're going to do that podcast. We're going to do. Well, let's do a bit more research and
Yeah,
let's
and
do that
let's get that
podcast
alien
on that
podcast,
alien thing
right.
Yeah.
because I think that's a really good topic to bring on.
100%.
And I think, listen, race, it don't matter whether you're black, white, fucking Chinese, Asian,
Blue.
whatever. Listen, man, just get on, man. We're all here.
It's
We're
all
only
love,
here
man.
once, man.
We
Just
chilling,
do
man.
what you're doing. Stop the fuckery, stop the bullshit, and let's just all get together, make some peas, make some tunes, make the world a bit of a better place, innit? You know what I mean? Just too many fucking egos out there. I think they should take the word ego out of the dictionary. It's a naughty word, that.
Trust
But
me.
listen, Matt, do you want to big up the sponsors?
No, I want to big up anyone that's watching.
Yeah.
Big up my boys. Big up everybody that's watching. Family, friends.
Yo, big up to Premzy.
Salute.
Big up to J Yellow.
Yes, my brother. Thank you for coming down.
Yo, big up to B Mac.
Come on.
Big up to B-Mac again.
Big
A B-Mac one more time.
Big up to
Yeah, just keep bigging B-Mac up.
Big up to production
Yeah,
run the
yeah.
back.
B-Mac, yeah.
Big up to Moff. Big
Also,
up to the sponsors, Kingpins, HL Vodka, Radio Diamond. You already know, Soul Solid,
Rush, Multiverse
NGN.
Studios, Soul Solid Crew, Call Up North TV, LM, HL Vodka, Next Generation, Kingpins, Tree Sound, all them things.
And don't forget,
shout your
Premzy
podcast
TV.
out again.
get your
Premzy TV, make
clean
sure-
living.
Guys, you just want to give us your socials
Clean-
before you go.
J Yellow L.
Give him a plug in.
All right,
Sorry.
yeah,
Clean Living CMOS. Make sure you look it up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Gotta
just-
chat about
Yo,
that
you
still.
trying to get your weekly
Getting the
free
plug in.
supply now?
Yeah.
Nah,
You're
that's our
right.
brand. That's our brand.
Innit? So we're pushing it. You get me?
All right.
But listen-
I'll let you up.
Just drop your socials for me there, Jay.
Yeah, man. J Yellow L on all the socials. That's J the letter, Yellow the color, L the letter, on everything.
On everything. Premzy, do you want to drop your socials, mate?
Yeah, Premzy _Baines. Simple.
And also, go and follow Rush Walker. New Instagram, that's our DP, our cameraman. He will, anything that's going up, it'll be shared with him and he'll share with us stuff like that. Well, listen, guys, thank you for tuning in. It's been great having this live and having a novel. I've had a brandy, so I've not been myself tonight. Usually these guys they'd probably be like, I don't know, a bit more sheepish around about now, but I've let them off lightly. But Mac, it's been a pleasure working with you again.
I've been hungry all show, so I've just been chilling.
Yeah, I've had a party in the show. But listen,
Love
guys,
for having us.
we're
love
going
for
to
having
go.
us.
Big up everyone. Big up Marv. Big up Radio Diamond. Big up Miss M. Big up Kim.
Big up Soft Tuned in. I know you've been sending the
Big
questions,
up
man.
everybody and everyone that's been sending questions in. Thank you very much. Listen, we'll see you next week. Yeah, stay blessed.
Boom. We out.